Hi, everybody. Welcome in. Great. It's another day here in Iron, New York, and day, I mean night. But, hey, heads up. If you can't tell by now, and you're not a part of any of our socials, we have a guest for the entire season here. And we're going to let them introduce himself here in a moment. But first off, we're going to be starting the session. For those who have been here since, well, the start of season 2, we will be saying goodbye to our dear Casimir, and we will be saying hello to, at least for this season, so far is the plan, his new little gargoyle. So, without further, we're just going to go straight into it, because there's not any big updates this time. Other than Miko having a party in his head, apparently. It's Miko, though. He's having a midlife crisis. We're gonna let him have his midlife crisis dance. So we're gonna go ahead and we're going to start off with Lucian and Kayla. So I'm going to let each one of them introduce their characters, and then I'm gonna go ahead and set the scene. That way they can tell us where they're coming from and a little bit about their backstory. And we're gonna go in order of generation because this now pleases me. There's a 9th, a 10th, and 11th generation. My OCD is pleased, and they're in order. So, Lucian, my dear, go ahead and tell everybody who you are, where you're coming from, and why New York.
Man, who is Lucian? This is very interesting because I honestly haven't given a whole ton of thought to his backstory as of yet, which I probably should have. Lucian's a gargoyle. He's been around for a couple hundred years. You know, he came about and got free during the first Anarch Revolution, and has just been in Italy with a Tremere sect over there, and ran into Clarabelle while she was going about her globe-trotting adventures as a definitely not Methuselah.
Yes, chat, the rumor has apparently spread all the way to Europe. I guess at this point, Claire's just going to endure it.
So Lucian just heard there's, some Malkavian, a part of some free sect called the Iron Clan or Iron New York, something like that. And as a somewhat still indentured servant to that Tremere cult in Italy, when she came about, he couldn't help but go visit her. And when she started telling him stories about Iron New York, and there's the Sabbat, and there's just all these different groups of people that are all kind of working together to create their own slice of like safe haven, he couldn't help but beg her to help him get away. And that's what happened. She helped him.
Exactly what's happening.
She helped him kind of get away, and she gave him directions to go to this place at this time, and he's on a plane on the way to New York City as we speak.
A plane. My boy, you are on a military-grade jet being flown.
That's a plane. That's still a plane, fucker.
That is completely different. You're in what should be used to be dropping bombs across enemies, not what should be cargo carrying.
We're dropping 2 bomb shells off. Bam!
Anywho, that will go over here to, I'm going to say Miss Kayla, but Seraph himself is a man, but we're going to be a little bit in character. So, Miss Kayla, go ahead and tell everybody about you and where you're coming from and why New York.
So I am going to be playing Kayla. My name is Seraph. I'm playing Kayla Bernard. Kayla is, well, in her life, she was a genetic scientist. And in her death now, she still does the same thing, except with a little bit more teeth and a view for revenge. Kayla is a Nagaraja, which is the flesh eaters, which will be interesting because I know there are a lot of laws in Iron New York. And while I'm still learning about Iron New York, I believe that my sire really wants me to be here because of what's happened here with said something about one of the 4 horsemen. So we'll see how that works out, and if Kayla can get the job done before the job's done on her.
Alrighty, so that is our 2 new sweet players. we're gonna start off this session with swapping over to Miko and Casimir before Casimir leaves. Miko, my dear sweet man, you have been woken up.
Hello. Hi.
You've been woken up by Adeline, who decided she would, in fact, miss the prince punishing himself for breaking the laws of Conventus, much like you, and decided she would stay with you. It really seemed like Miko needed a friend. And while you're still building up about the trust you broke about 5 months earlier, she did decide to stay. So you wake up and you realize she's probably either just woken up, maybe 5-6 minutes before you, but she looks at you and she goes, "Hey, I hope you don't mind. Your phone was going off. It wouldn't stop, so I answered it."
I did. I
Hey,
swear.
what kind of a ringtone?
I swear. The Baywatch theme tune. It came with the phone.
Okay, sure. So, anywho, Miko, not gonna question it. You like what you like. It's very clear.
David Hasselhoff is so amazing.
So she casually like grabs, like puts fingers through your fluffy blonde hair and kind of lifts your head up, and then like off of her lap, and then just kind of shoves you slightly off of her, like more into your bed. She goes, "Ew, I can't tell if it was a child. I can't tell if it was like a teenager, or just a young girl. She called you, and with the strongest Japanese accent I have ever heard in my life. And I watch anime, you know, straight, like, I mean, dub or whatever, subtitled, whatever that is. They have strong accents. She said that you're supposed to be on the private land stretch at JFK or whatever. I don't know.
Oh,
I didn't get details.
mean the airfield.
Probably. I don't know. I couldn't understand her, and I'm being real, and that sounds terrible. I couldn't. But apparently you need to be there, and you need to pick Casimir up, that there's a lot of new people coming in, I guess.
I will drive very sensibly in my expensive sports car.
Why am I friends with you, Miko? And she gives you this look of just, like, she's dumbfounded, but at the same time, she is so amused with you.
I think it is because I make you smile, and I mean well, even though I'm a complete fuck up.
She just kind of sighs a little bit, and then she kind of reaches over, and she pats the top of your head, and then she, like, gives you the little princess kiss right between the eyes. And she goes, yep. All right, so anywho, I'm gonna go hit up Tremere Castle because I am hungry, and you're starting to smell like a T-bone steak.
Oh yeah. You mean like pepper? Yes. The spice.
That's
it
not
is because
a spice.
I use no. Look, I show you. And he runs over to a cabinet and pulls it open, and there is bottles upon bottles of old-fashioned aftershaves, and pulls out one called High Karate.
Sir, we need to take you, like, you are such a masquerade break just waking up every night. We're no. And she just turns around, she throws her hands up in the air, and you can tell right then and there, you've made her laugh, her last laugh for the night, because she is so done, and she just starts walking off. She goes, "Miko, why do I deal with him? Why am I still friends with him? I need to find better friends. Who am I talking to? I'm going crazy. Oh great, I'm becoming a Malkavian." And you hear the door down the hall close. And then here comes Katia. She comes around with her strong accent and just, boss, Casimir's outside.
Okay, I will just 2 seconds. I need to change clothes. And just rips clothes off and immediately dons a new identical set of clothes.
Katia is so used to you at this point that it's just, she doesn't even blink. She just turns around and leaves. She goes on about her day. She does tell you once you get out and on the top deck of the ship that the Dark Doctor, as you call him, has come by.
Shiny man. Yes.
He has come by. He has, in fact, gotten some of her blood.
Okay.
Or at least one of his retainers did. They called him by name, Dr. Aiden.
Yes.
Yeah, so they came by and got it. So.
Okay. Now, where is Pimp Master Casimir? We must
Pimp
find
Master
him.
Casimir.
No! I'm just yelling
she
from
just-
the dock.
Yeah, just points towards the dock, who he's standing there, and there's this little boy on his shoulder, and he goes, "Oh!" and just waving.
Hello?
Itty bitty boy,
Mhm.
maybe 9 years old, sitting on his shoulder, really happy. Just, "Hi, Omega."
Fucking holding on to my hair for dear life because
Yes,
he's an
he is.
asshole.
Yes, he is.
Okay. We best... Anyway. Hello, Casimir. I will be down in a second. Runs to the gangplank at normal speed, because I don't have abnormal speed.
And then
Good
just
boy.
I don't have abnormal speed, so it's fine. So yeah, run down gangplank and run up to Casimir. So, Casimir, what the fuck you doing here?
What are we doing here? I believe that we're going to go meet all the
Yes.
people that are arriving on the dock, since we're
Hinata
the
has,
fucking
in
naughty
fact-
boys.
Okay. So,
Yes, so
you're
Hinata
coming
has
like
called Casimir to, hey, do me a favor. I'm a little busy right now. With everybody coming in, fucking secure holding is beyond packed, and I have to go through it. But Terrace is supposed to be bringing a fuckload of Kindred in, and you need to go meet them. At the same time, apparently there's Kindred leaving, so you need to go pick them up.
What about regular secure holding? I know fucking secure holding is busy, but... Anyways, Miko, let's get going.
Ongo.
too warm.
Yeah. There you go, everybody. You got about 15 minutes of actual Miko. Now you get game
Jaco.
roll Harry Protean form.
You get Hasselhoff Miko.
There you go.
Anyway.
So yeah, so I relay that information essentially that we're
Okay.
supposed to go. There's a bunch of people coming in. Miss Clarabelle has been putting in work overseas, Miko. So there are a lot of very interesting people coming, and then we also just want to make sure that everyone gets gone safely as well.
Okay, dokie. In which case, if there's lots of the peoples, we should probably not just use, I'm trying to think of what. The sporty car.
It's just Katia, just sports car.
Thank you. See, this is why I
All
have
the
her.
APC.
Yeah, but no, it's like a 4x4. I don't drive an APC. That would be very gauche.
I'm just eyeing him up and down in his bright
Just-
pink suit.
Katia is looking
Very-
at you. Katia is just looking at you like, don't. We've been there. We've done that. Don't.
So, you can get in the car. Yes,
Sports car.
in the
Sports
car.
car.
No, not the sports
Okay,
car. It's
so
the
that's
4x4.
Okay, so that's an ambulance. That's what he's
No,
driving.
my 4x4.
We're not driving yours, Miko.
Why not? My 4x4, not the sports car.
We're not driving any of your cars, Miko,
Why?
because you've broken the masquerade 4 times in the last 1 month, and now your cars and anything coming from this ship is being heavily watched by the hunters and the Inquisition.
But then what fucking car are we going to take?
In my fucking ambulance.
But it's an ambulance, and I am not injured.
Miko,
I mean,
you're about to be injured.
mental insanity.
That with the straightest face ever, Katia looks you face to face and just goes, "You're about to be." Get the fucking ambulance.
Okay.
Get into ambulance because you're whining.
I am so tempted to slap you hard right now.
Well, at least it wouldn't be
fine.
soft. I'm trying to be funny now because I'm
very-
probably going to be crying in like half an hour. So
Welcome to the
good thing I
table,
like
sir.
you, Casimir.
so let's
Anyway,
go. Well, actually, who's driving? Because Casimir has no driving.
Katia
I
will
can
be
drive.
driving. No.
Oh,
No.
I'm
Catia
really
and
good at
Casimir are like,
Casimir and Katia in unison. No. And
You'll
you're
blow
made
out
to
the
sit,
engine.
bitch.
aw.
writing shit gun.
So Katia gets into the car into the ambulance. You see little Hugo kind of get in the front, in between, and then sits his little tiny ass down, and he pulls out his Etch-a-Sketch because Casimir is old school and doesn't realize iTablets are a fucking thing. So he's making me play with an Etch-a-Sketch. Uncle Miko, can I have an iPad?
What do you? Excuse me. Casimir has a fucking 3 and 4 in science and tech, so he knows what the fuck. A tablet.
According to
He
you,
just doesn't
it
buy
is
them.
according to you, he only knows lab equipment.
I mean,
I
you know
would
what?
check
That's actually very true.
So with the
Yeah.
straightest face ever, Hugo looks up at Miko and goes, Uncle Miko, can I please have an iPad?
I know. I give him like one of those like 5-cent toys that you get in like the McDonald's kids meal. That's what I give him. Not even an Etch-a-Sketch.
Uncle
you want
Miko,
the new-
Dad sucks.
Do you want the new one? It has metallic pink, the best color. Yes,
Yeah,
okay.
I want
a
a
rose
bright
gold.
neon pink.
Oh, and most importantly, must take shitty care because it is, after all, a fruit product.
You're right.
Yep, shitty care. And a cover, a big rubberized one because you're a bouncy boy. And
I am a fancy boy. I like climbing too. Wait, can they go? Oh, wait, never mind. I figured out why you said I couldn't have the tablet. And he gets really, really sad. Casimir, you remember, he's La Sombra. He can't touch tech.
Oh, I know. Don't worry, Casimir. I have much better solution. So
Well, hold on. Let's just give the kid some gloves. I got some surgical gloves on me right now.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I've ordered him a crossbow.
A crossbow.
And it's electric. It winds itself, so you don't need big arms like Uncle Miko. You can just use
I feel like that's going to be the same problem though. Electric, the shadow baby on my shoulders
Uncle
right
Miko,
now.
I'm a La Sombra.
Oh,
That's
okay.
right.
A La Samber.
A La
In
Sombra.
which case, I've ordered you a nice new set of knives and a small axe.
Fuck yeah! Hey, Dad, Uncle Miko's better than you.
Well, you know what? Fucking Uncle Miko almost got himself killed, so... enjoy
Above
the presents
game,
while you can.
they're actually all plastic toys. But hey, you'll find out way too late.
Don't worry. He's still going to find a way to stuff it in my back.
Okay.
So let's do that. We all make our way to the fucking car. My kid is just yanking on my hair, excited as shit.
Yeah, just I can so you're driving the entire way. Casper's giving Miko the glare. Miko's just, hey, whatever makes the kid happy.
Oblivious, 'cause he doesn't give a
Katia's debating whether or not driving off of the bridge and into the New York Bay is completely fucking worth it or not. This she remembers, you three will survive. She won't. She's human. But she is clearly debating retirement. She's trying to figure out how that works, being a ghoul and all.
You die.
But you guys are making your way there. You guys do stop off by Iron Elysium. A few people get in the back. Clearly, these are the people leaving New York.
Is there anybody of note that's leaving by chance? I don't think I ever really asked that. Is there anybody
Well,
that
James,
matters per se?
hold on. I have to ask James because I asked him
I'm not here right now.
2.5 hours ago and never got a reply.
For now, they will have to be miscellaneous, as I have not been well today, and I have not had
Okay.
furnace basket to go
Fair
to.
enough.
So no.
We'll just assume it's what. Can we agree that it's going to be like at least one? Is it like at least a person of note, like one of the however many that leave, so we can pretend
Sure,
like they
you
matter
know
and
what?
it's
You
not
guys,
just-
you have 3 kids in your back. 3 kids. One that looks like a mini little Oni. You recognize her, Miko. Your charge is in the.
I thought all the
back of the ambulance.
kids were missing.
Hey,
in the
look, a
back.
small child.
You just see her pick up that little device and just stare at you.
And I'm just gonna go ahead and I just pat each of the kids' heads because I've already met Oni.
So-
I mean,
You Oni will let you pet her head. She's fine with it. Little Voirel is like, yeah. Rowan's kind of iffy. But you absolutely know by the fact that she is wearing the pretty little silver tracksuit exactly who the fuck her dad is. And she's just sitting there, and you pat her head, and then she just.
also I just literally like a.
Yep, she's
we're
just
playing
kind of
Duck,
like
Duck,
making
Goose.
sure you haven't messed her hair up. Just.
It is okay. Miko always carry emergency hairbrush.
You know
then
what?
go
He
to
would.
touch-
But it's like a switchblade.
Yes,
Hair
actually. You go to pet the third child's head. She is as pale as Terrace, eyes as black as the Oni, but she has these little horns. And you go to touch her, Casimir. And she grabs your wrist with a grip that can only be described as, oh God, I'm getting sliced in half again. She doesn't speak, she just looks at you, and it's very clear, don't touch.
All right, so I reach with my other hand to try it again. Wait, so it's is Avery the Oni? Then?
No. So
No?
Voirel
So this
is
is
the
Avery.
one with the red wine skin. Voirel.
Potter.
Rowan
Is
is
Mercurius.
Mercurios, and Avery
And
is
then-
Terrace's.
And I already know how much of a fucking drama queen Terrace is, so that makes sense.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So
but no.
I'm actually gonna not try and pet her head, and I'm gonna be like, that tracks.
And then
Of
she
course,
sits back very straight. Like everything about her
course.
screams like a mini Terrace, and she just puts her hands in her laps and she waits. And then you just see little
Respect.
Voirel kind of lean. She leans and looks at her sister, and then looks back at Casimir and goes, "She's a stick up like her dad."
Oh,
I'm the
These
one with the
kids, they're
tail,
gonna
and
be
yet
the
she's
death
the
of
one
me.
with something up her ass. And you just see Avery kind of like shoot her a look, and there's just Voirel. What you gonna do? Cut me? Joke's on you.
that shit.
But see, Dad won't let me say that. He won't let
Well,
me
you gotta hang out
curse.
with Uncle Miko and Uncle Casper. We'll let you do devious shit.
Excuse me, I
Anyways.
am a responsible uncle figure. I buy
And I
them
just-
the weapons of survival.
Miko, you just bought my kid some knives. They may or may not be fake. I still don't trust you on that.
No,
And you just see
not
the
fake
little
at all.
Oni girl go,
I bought you like a giant two-handed sword from like eBay. I don't know when it will get here.
Got her the Buster sword.
No,
Do I
what's a
look
busted
like-
sword? Why would I get a broken sword?
do I look
This
like
is my
Avery to
boy
you?
Cloud Strife. Yes.
No, I bought a big two-handed sword.
When I close my eyes, all 3 of you look the same.
So I'm going
And I
to
just
suggest
laughed in the front.
if Katya, if you could drive a little faster before Casimir is, giving the final death. It would be
Whatever.
nice to reach the airport without additional casualties.
You guys get to the private strip. Katia takes that as a yeah, because like I don't want to have to clean that up. Specifically, that's literally her. Specifically, is I don't want to clean it up. And she knows that she would have to, because you make her clean up everything, and she hates it. So you guys get to the private strip. What the fuck was I trying to say? Private strip club.
Strip club.
Fuck it.
With
The
pandas. with pandas.
You guys get to the private strip. We're gonna scoot over to Lucian and Kayla, who are currently in what can only be described as a fighter jet. You guys should not be in such a thing. As a matter of fact, it fits like it could maybe fit 12 people in there, which is really weird considering on the outside, this thing is built to go mock fuck you and drop nukes at the same fucking time. You're not quite sure why this well-dressed, only could be described as a Ventrue, has picked you up in said thing with no crew. It's just him. So clearly he is piloting it himself, get you guys in, and he tells you should probably, after a day's sleep, you'll probably arrive 2 hours after sunset. Which is weird, because some of you are coming from Europe, and you're like, no, it'll take like a day and a half, maybe 2. And he goes, no, we'll probably be there in like 10, 12 hours.
It doesn't take that long, does it? It's like 14
yeah.
hours or 16 hours from like the States to...
From New York to Australia alone is 23 hours.
Really? I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not Mr. Worldwide, so I don't know.
It's okay, neither was I. I had to Google it because that's where Terrace took Claire, so,
Well, there's also like the sun to take into account too. So you
Fuck
can't
that
just-
sun. We're out racing it.
So
Yeah,
here's the
you're-
thing. The plane never stops.
Right.
In the pit that you guys are sitting in is light tight. During the night, or during the day, it's dark. For some reason, the pilot, who you're automatic, is Kindred. From the way he looks, the cold breeze around him, everything about him screams Kindred. The plane does not stop. The jet never stops. It just keeps going. Now, both of you, with rumors of New York, have heard that there might be daywalkers among them. You're not entirely sure, but this definitely screams that rumor may or may not be true, because how would a Kindred be able to do that? And from the outside, you can see the pit. Obviously, it's blacked out windows. The whole fucking jet's black. But blackout doesn't mean that sun rays aren't coming in. Even if it's a lesser degree, there should be no way. And you don't see any other crew members. It's just him. To be fair, the jet doesn't really look like it can, in fact, actually carry anybody else. James, I'm going to ask you to put Terrace's jet in the above game chat for players to see, please, and thank
I like
you.
to imagine that Terrace has like a B-52 stealth bomber just at his beck and call.
Terrace has a lot of
But
stuff.
I know that's way too big to just be flying around casually, but I just like to imagine that.
I don't
that's
think you
what he
understand him. His casual
no, like it's
car
huge,
is
like
a
it's a
tank.
giant ass ship. That's what I meant. It's like too
Okay.
big to just pick someone up in.
I don't think you understand that actually
I don't
would
think
be
you understand. I'm a fucking gargoyle. What's a plane?
fair. So for backstory here, Seraph, Terrace in
Hold on.
this world.
Because hold on, because now I have to ask. Because you said you're a gargoyle, right? So, are you just standing? Like, how are you seated on the plane? Very important.
So that was actually something I was going
Do you
to
even
eventually
look like
ask.
you're moving? Like that's.
So
do
you're
I know
kind of
that
just
you're there?
to make sure that he isn't being flung about, because while he's a gargoyle and flying, the plane, I believe, goes anywhere from Mach 1 to Mach 3, I believe.
Right,
Depending
my
on how
top
fast
speed's
it's going.
it's like
You
120
don't,
miles
Mach
an
2.
hour.
You don't want to put the big gargoyle through the side of the plane. He's kind of strapped onto the wall, like where you would usually strap. Where you would
Like fucking cargo.
He's
Do you
cargo
look? Have you
strapped.
moved? Are you moving at all, or are you like, let me be a jerk and just pretend that I'm like an inanimate?
Well, I guess it gets into the logistics of, are we all like?
Sorry, my mom's in chat. She said hi, so I had to wave to mom so she knew
No,
that I
you're
seen
good.
her.
Hello, mom. Let's assume that we both got to this airstrip at the same time, Lucian and Kayla. So you'll have already seen that I'm not just a statue.
Yeah,
I
so
arrived,
definitely
I have
know he's
my-
alive.
Right. But yes, no, I am in fact, like, wherever they have me, I'm just stock still, because Lucian's whole existence, even post being free, he was still just a gargoyle. That's kind of his whole concept currently, is just he's the trusted watcher.
Okay, there you go. He
So he's
put
used to just
his
stock still.
plane in the above game chat.
Yes.
I will have
No
him...
one else gets to see it. Haha.
No. I don't have a way
That's
to
a
show
very
it on
nice
stream,
looking plane.
unfortunately. But yeah,
That's a
that
very
is what he
Paris
is
looking plane.
flying everyone around with. I'm not sure what type of plane that is. I will let James tell
A
off.
fake. It's a fake image of a plane, because
I was gonna
Okay.
say that
So it's
doesn't look
one of
like
his-
that's like a
It's one of
concept
his.
art of a plane.
You know what?
Yeah.
It's one of Terrace's experiments. Seraph, so you
We
don't
already
know
said
about
Terrace is like
Terrace.
the Batman of.
In this world, he is pretty much the Batman. Due to his backstory, war has been all he's ever known. However, he would love to end it one day. So at this point, he's a venture who quite literally dominates the world's war trade. Weapons, planes, troops, everything. He dominates it in an effort to control it. He knows he can't completely wipe out war. However, he does make it a whole lot harder to start. So here in our world of darkness, the only wars really going on are between the supernaturals. Humans find it a lot harder because, you know, when one grenade costs $14 billion, it's really fucking hard to start a war that way.
Interesting.
That's
I
not
don't
the
think I've ever
actual
asked that.
price.
I've ever asked that before.
That's not the actual price, but it makes
But I understand
war
the concept.
a lot
It's
harder.
scarcity. They're super scarce and super
Uh,
high cost. So
Yeah, so
interesting.
for someone like this to pop up very quickly, because Mr. McManus has Mr. McManus is known worldwide for A, telling the Camarilla to metaphorically suck his dick, B, threatening to bomb all of them into Timbuktu, and C, if you need anything pretty much to down your enemy, including access to satellites in space, Terrace is your man to go to. He is the man. So, very quickly, with just from what your sire has told you, I mean, I'm assuming you're texting him back and forth like, yo, where am I supposed to be going? What am I doing? He's giving you updates or something, sending you a file. He's got to have given you something to go.
I think that he would have just told me to, like, follow. I think I would have shown interest in what's going on, and then I would have just said to him, you know, just, I would like to go to Iron New York to help, but I don't want to implicate you, and I don't want to tell you what it's about. And I think because it's so well known, he would know. He would say it, and she's not saying anything for right now for what she's actually. She doesn't want to. She knows there's a timer the minute she says it.
Okay.
So, she's being very stoic with the things.
Then we'll go with, since you're new, we're going to give you a little bit of a lore drop into the Chronicle. Since you did mention that you're going to New York, he'll give you a heads up that Terrace is the one who, quote unquote, owns it. From rumors, lately there's been more information coming in that might not be true. However, he is still there. Him alone, do not mess with. That if anything happens, he's probably going to be someone that you can trust to go to. Of all the people there. B, make sure you keep in line with their laws, that there is a zero tolerance for it. One of the biggest things that he's having a problem with, and why he personally won't go, is their laws of consent, because it makes feeding really hard. But he says he absolutely trusts you, that you of any and all people will be able to find a way to get around it. And C, he needs you somehow, some way, to get in lead and take over the Giovanni there. From rumors of what he has heard from this Clarabelle, they're not in a good mental state. While the family themselves is doing good, their leader is all but, and to quote Clarabelle, gone. That she's looking into fucking with the original shifters, the werebears, and trying to take them on to get what she wants, and that is not good for the clan as a whole.
Not the Wilburs.
So he needs you to get in, and that was the deal that was made with Claire. If you can get in, and if you can take over it, then he can send you in more reinforcements from the family there, or his other contacts, so that you can, in fact, have more familiar faces. He gives you a list of 3 contacts. We've only discussed one. The first person he wants you to go to when getting there is a Zmitsy named Anton, who is going to help you with this plague. Another one that he is going to give you is, he says pentacle, and it seems a little confused in the way he says it. Eventually he switches to Tremere, because he says that is the most common thing that they seem familiar to, are Tremere. And while that in itself is concerning, this one particular was called by name by Clarabelle as her mother or sire, who is looking for more of the spiritual side of it, and could probably use some help that doesn't involve contacting the Giovanni there to help her practices. So if you have time, you can do that. However, it is not like the most important thing to do. But he did make his he did give his word to Claire that you would at least try. So a try every now and then to go speak with Adego and see how you can help her would be great. Bless you. The last one will just we'll let you pick your contact as you meet everybody within New York. But yeah, go ahead.
I don't think that we described. Well, I know I didn't describe how she looks. I don't know if we described how the gargoyle looks, and I don't want to assume anything about the gargoyle.
We have not yet.
Not yet. So once you guys get off the plane, everybody, so I can give all 3 of you give a general description of how you guys look. So this is y'all on your way. It's about, I got hair in my mouth. Anywho, sorry. Hair in my mouth out of nowhere, and it bugged me.
Holy shit.
It's about 10 p.m. You guys have flown all day, and you finally see what should probably be the Statue of Liberty in the bay, instead is a castle. Statue of Liberty doesn't appear, and you guys are coming in and around. You specifically stated, we already asked this, you said only the kind can see the Statue of Liberty. We are not kind anymore. Big magic going on.
Those fucking wizards.
Gargoyle boy. You know that is where you should be going and checking in.
Well, yeah, I assume part of the allure. Yes. Well, part of the allure was there's a rumor that there's a very gargoyle-looking sheriff in New York as well. There
is, but Claire specifically states the only person she trusts and who she knows has connections with established gargoyle in the city are the Tremere. That they're not enslaved.
I'm gonna have to be nice to them.
Yeah. That they're not enslaved. That they are completely free. That the Tremere there do not believe in such magic. Nor do they believe in such practices. And she air quotes when she says practices if she herself does not believe that it should be a thing. But to go there would be best. And y'all come down, up and around, land on the private strip. Eventually, Terrace will come out and unstrap you, my gargoyle friend, so that you can start moving.
I like to imagine that, I don't know if anybody's ever seen the image before of, like, old school LAN parties where this dude's, like, taped to the ceiling.
You're just, like, severely duct tape.
I like to imagine that Casimir's strapped to the ceiling, because that's, like, where the most... Lucian, fuck. That'll happen more than once.
I know it will.
Lucian is strapped to the ceiling, so yes, he's just dangling there.
Alright, so he unstraps you from the ceiling. God damn it, I keep dropping my fidget toy. A fidget toy, okay? Leave me alone.
Judging you
Tism
now.
kicking in. Oh yeah, I know you are. Suck it. So you guys stop. He opens it down, and you guys can come out. Miko and Casimir are on the outside. I will let you pick who you want to start off with, either Lucian or Casimir. But by the end of this, Casimir gets on. So who do you want to start with, so I know how we're describing it for these other two? They're above me, that's why I'm pointing like this.
So yeah, it looks completely different on Discord. Fuck, I actually don't know. I'll let the storyteller decide.
Would you guys like to meet Casimir, or let Casimir's goodbye happen first, or the hello to the gargoyle?
Actually, let's say hello to the gargoyle just in case I cry.
Okay. So
let's
Kayla,
introduce
Lucian.
Kayla and Lucian.
Both of you will come off of this plane. You're not the only kindred. There's about a dozen of you. At the bottom of this ramp, there is a dozen other kindred waiting. 3 of which are little kids who, the minute this scary looking Iceman comes off, is automatically swarmed by them. And when I mean swarmed, they're crawling all over him like puppies who have not met their master in a long time. And just instantly, Dad, you're back! Oh, do we get to go to Europe now? And you just see Terrace go. 3 weeks. I was gone 3 weeks. And he's just like stiffly trying to wobble walk without hurting these children. Like, he's being very careful. Very careful, and he's off to the side now. So after the other 10 kindred come off, that I don't even want to know what that says, do I? Hold on, what the fuck does it say? New people. Got it. Fucking Miko. So after the other 10 come off, you guys come down, and you're greeted by, we'll start with Miko. Miko, go ahead and describe yourself to everybody. And you're muted.
Hey, fuck out, you're muted.
Hello, I am Miko. Miko is about 5'11", and at first when you look at him, he actually looks like, young of face. Makes sense, bushy, golden locks of hair that are kind of perfectly coiffured into some kind of insane hairdo. Turns out it's natural. But what's strange is as you pay a bit more attention, you realize that the pink, classic 70s, 80s suit that he's wearing is a bit big for him, but it's been tailored to look that way, to make him look bigger. A little bit of shoulder padding. And underneath it, he is very wafy. Like, really slim. Almost unusually so. Practically emaciated. And you can tell that as he moves, and the trouser leg just pumps to one side a little bit too far. The shoes are really nice, black, shiny. Nice shirt, open down to the chest, and there's not even a glimmer of chest hair there at all. And he looks quite mortal in that he's got a bit of a blush to his skin, looks a bit more human than not, and has the most outrageous Eastern European accent you've ever heard in your life, and seems suspiciously chirpy and happy, almost nauseatingly so.
We'll go over to Kayla. So Kayla, you're coming down off of the jet. You see this nauseatingly pink, chippy little fellow at the bottom. So go ahead and give everybody a physical description and introduction of Kayla.
Okay. Well, Kayla, she is African American. She's very, very dark skinned, and She has some makeup on, so it looks a little. One would possibly think of another movie where vampires glitter, but anyway, it looks a little bit like that, just a little bit, but just not as obnoxious. It looks more just like pretty makeup. So she has that on. She's very well kempt. Everything looks like fresh cut. She has a big afro tied up in a poof. She wears glasses. She's about 5'7", very slender build. She's wearing a white lab coat because she literally was working when they told her she had to get here. She's wearing a white lab coat with a blue blouse underneath and a black skirt, heels, black heels, stockings, and she has a little memo pad with her. She also has a face mask over with most of her jewelry is just bone earrings, bone belt, like bone leather belt. And you can't really tell expression wise, except by the eyes, what's going on with her, but she does greet when she meets people. She will talk to them. It's very short. Stature is very statuesque, and she's very pleasantly silent.
And our gargoyle, Mr. Lucian.
Okay. So, how would you describe him? Very diminutive in stature. He's like 5 foot tall. It's a mix between almost like onyx, but there's like a deeper purple hue underneath his skin. Obviously made of stone, rock. Right. It's, they're all made of rock and stone to the bone. And he's just dotted with little crystals. There's just like on his shoulders and like just in random patches on his chest and down to his navel, just little crystal like structures, kind of like amethyst, or just imagine in your head any kind of crystals. He's just got a lot of very weird, he's a very pretty, it's a very, like, he looks horrifying. Lucian's face, he has 2 tufts jutting from his bottom lip, and he just very, very, like, fearsome, scary looking. He's a gargoyle, when he was made with the intent to look fearsome and terrifying, but throughout his life has been able to have things added to him, and he's gone from, his face is very terrifying, but the rest of his body is very like opulescent, it just looks very nice with all the crystals and the stuff like that. It's a very interesting little balancing act between how gross he looks face wise and then
a very pretty scary statue.
Very pretty scary. Currently just where I gotta do gargoyles have like reproductive organs? I really couldn't.
I don't think so, but if you want to wear pants, you can.
That's kind of why I was asking, because currently I was gonna say he doesn't have any clothes. He like literally, like, Clarabelle was able to spirit him away from the castle that he was at. Yes. And like literally it was castle, airfield, on the plane. So he just is in his skivvies, as it were.
He's in his skivvies. We'll say you got a little loincloth, because we're not sure.
So his wings, that's the one thing too, is
we'll just be
one
polite.
thing I've read a lot is he's just cloaked in his own wings. They are wrapped around him in such a way that it kind of just gives off like he's wearing like a flowing, like a cloak or a trench coat almost.
There you go. Good. So nobody sees the naked gargoyle, but he's a naked gargoyle.
Right. And he's just very, very subservient in a way. He spent most of his life just being a watcher, a protector, a guardian for different Tremere, and then as Clarabelle is the reason that he's over here, he's overwhelmed with like a feeling of debt. Like he's just so grateful that he was allowed to like have this opportunity to be free, that everyone he kind of meets he's just he's just bowing deeply. He's very grateful to be where he's at. And that reflects in his attitude towards everyone. He doesn't really say much, but his actions, his body, he's just thank you. Like he doesn't say much.
So we have our gargoyle. We have our. I'm saying it in my head, but when I'm doubting saying it out, you know what? We have our Lucian. We have our Lucian, and we have our Kayla. They came down. Hearing in my freaking head, but going to say it.
Good soul.
Yeah, good soul. Lucian and Kayla have come down to meet Miko. One moment, players, we're gonna go ahead and send Casimir off, and I know he's trying to delay it, but we have to get him and little Hugo on the plane.
Who else there? Is it literally just this group of random kindred? Like, am I talking to anybody, or am I just gonna kind of monologue internally?
So little Hugo is kind of like tugging at your pants. He goes, Dad, what is that? And he's like pointing to the jet in general.
It's a plane. Generally, it lets people, go to places far away that they haven't been to before. It's how I got to New York from. I believe I've told you about my life in Beverly Hills just a little bit.
Yeah, but I don't know where that is. And he looks at you, and he genuinely looks like I don't know where that is. Like, remember, Dad, I was, like, sick. I pretty much, from the moment I was born, until the moment... Yeah, Grandpa embraced me. I was in, Children's Hospital.
And it's just going to be, there's a few minutes where me, Casimir, is just ruminating, thinking, like, I'm not sheriff anymore. I chose to do that. I don't really have anything I'm doing. Like, Casimir is like really. Oh, I'm gonna start tearing up. He's really lost. He doesn't know what to do with himself.
Hey, Dad. Like, you think the scary man will let me look on the plane?
I think that if we asked, he'd even let us go somewhere. If he wanted to, we could go over that big ocean next to us, or I could show you my home on the West Coast. We could go anywhere. There's nothing really keeping either of us here.
And he just
and I'm just
alive.
holding on to Hugo.
Wait, could we go to where Miss Aki came from? Can we go to Japan?
We could.
And he just kind of like looks at the plane and he looks back. He goes, "Please, like we can go get Kitty and go." Really?
We could.
I want to go.
I
mean, if we can. I know you're very busy here and you have all the people that you work on, but like, I've never left the hospital and this is so cool. Look how big.
Let's just say, above game, I've already talked to Casimir. Has already kind of let Anton, his sire, know, because they're both really close. He'd already kind of thought about this. The fact that he knew as soon as Hugo saw this plane and heard about the potential to go somewhere, I've already handed off my clinic, as it were, to him. It already kind of runs itself as like a daytime clinic. There's a handful of ghouls and trusted, kind doctors that I had met through my time in New York that are already working there, so that place doesn't need Casimir. And I'm gonna go up to Terrace and I'm gonna ask him if I can borrow him, or if there's someone I would like to go somewhere else, and what I need to do for him in order to be allowed to do that.
So you go to walk up to Terrace and you realize that the kids all kind of shoot you that look, and you just see little Hugo go, "I got this, Dad. Watch this."
Please go talk to him.
He walks up and he's not scared. He walks up to these kids. Despite one of these kids looking like they'll probably rip poor Hugo's face off, Hugo just walks up and you see for a moment, Terrace goes from this strong, cold statue of a man to he actually kneels down to get on level with Hugo. And they're having this like little talk back and forth. And you see all three girls go, "More kids! Oh, we can go! Oh, we're gonna play games on the way. Oh, yes, 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 yes." And you just see Terrace kind of for like a split second, he looks up at you as if he's giving you that look of, "Are you sure?"
I'm
And
just.
you see him kind of reach out a massive hand compared to poor Hugo's tiny itty bitty body.
Fucking.
Just kind of like pats him on the head, and you just see Hugo start running back towards you, and Terrace is just giving you that look of, "It's fine, I got you. There's not going to be anything owed." And you see Hugo run up. He goes, "Hey, so we're going to Japan." And I'm really excited. Should we tell Misaki? Should we tell Hinata?
Yeah. We'll let
Okay.
them know. We have to go back to the office and get a few things before we leave.
Okay. Hey, Uncle Miko?
Hello, small person. Yes.
Will you watch my kitty for me while I'm gone?
Where are you going?
We can have Miss Dawn.
Yeah! Will you tell Miss Dawn to watch my kitty for me? I'm leaving it at the doctor's office.
Yeah, okay. I will, if I see her, I will say. I've not seen her in a bit, but
Okay.
where is
just
it you
like-
are going? Where is it you're going?
Mr.
Going to the
Terrace is
Nihon.
Mr. Terrace is taking us to Japan.
Oh,
I've never been.
okay. Casimir, would have been nice to hear that from you. I guess not. Tiny man messenger, hold still. And he goes over to Katya and goes, "Katya, I require the emergency packet." And Katya will hand a small packet over and take it. "Casimir, you need to dress well when you're there. Here you go."
Oh no, what's he about? So Casimir just peels open. What is it? A box, an envelope?
Oh, it's like a really vacuum-packed clothing package that.
Oh dear. So it's see-through? What is it? Is it bright pink? Am I about to be gifted a
well-
bright pink suit?
Well, yeah, you'll see it in above game talking.
Yes, chat. It is an obnoxiously neon bright pink suit.
So that way you
And-
can look presentable and not like traveling person with no money.
I don't know. I'm
It'll
gonna
look
take
fantastic.
it and I'm gonna politely accept it, and when he doesn't look, I'm gonna just toss it in the harbor.
To
And
the harbor
it
it
also
goes.
had about $10,000 in there.
And then I go jump in the harbor to get the money.
Traveling.
No, I'm gonna hold on to it. If nothing else, I have Casimir. I have a suit that I was gifted by the Roses quite a while ago. That is very a lot more casual than this. But I'll thank you, Miko.
No
We
problem.
didn't
Now-
spend a lot of time together, but we blew up a hospital. Someone blew up a hospital while we were in it.
Yes, Caleb!
Yes.
You hear
Yes.
this as these two idiots are casually talking. And it's just because we just casually blew up a hospital, and you see Miko go. And you just
We
see
didn't blow
Hugo
up a
go.
hospital. We were just in an exploding hospital.
Indeed.
We were trapped in an exploding hospital. It was not our fault that the hospital decided to become not a hospital very suddenly after a very specific amount of time.
So with this, we're
Ooh,
gonna
and, you know-
push Casimir.
Yeah, Casimir on the plane. Bye-bye now.
Yeah, we're just go ahead and push them up. They go up with the other 12 kindred who go in, followed by Hugo,
but before,
followed by
as
3
I'm
kids.
as I'm passing by, because Casimir, as the odd man out, can very clearly tell that Lucian is out of water. Masquerades and And sure, he understands following rules, but like being in a Tremere castle, he doesn't like. So I'm just gonna tell them, I'm just a very quick word of warning that you're in New York and there's a lot more normal people. So just be careful. Because Lucian doesn't know what the fuck hunters are, or I don't really think he would like know what the masquerade is per se, because he's just spent most of his life atop a castle looking freaky.
Clarabelle has attempted to give it to you, but that's okay, because that's what your other two players are for. They're gonna teach our sheltered Lucian. So about that point, you see Terrace is on the phone. He's clearly dealing with something. Kayla and Lucian's stuff are being unloaded. Anything that you could bring with you is now being unloaded for you. It is being put in the back of an unmarked black van that has a person standing outside of each of them. I forgot what swords I said were coming, so we're just gonna, for the shits and giggles, say the ace is there and the second is there. Both of them are there for the unmarked vans. One is for you guys to ride home in. Home being the operative word, because they want to make sure that any kind that could be around is hearing the term home. But on the way up, one of the little girls, the little Oni, kind of looks at you. She goes, "That's a great cosplay." And she gives you a wink, like, "I heard people really like gargoyles here. You're going to have a lot of fans." And she gives you another wink.
I spent a lot of time strapped to the roof reading about cosplay.
Yeah, cosplay. It's really great. Mama does cosplay. And she winks at you. It's very clear.
Well, and I know, actually, you know what? No, because I would know about that. Because that would probably
Yes.
be one thing that Clarabelle would tell the fucking gargoyle is, hey, you're going to be in New York, and there's a super
Cosplay's
popular
very
animated
popular.
series called called Gargoyles.
Yes. So she gives you a little rundown. She goes, if you ever need a website, she gives you access to her website, because that is how she hides her horns and her tails and her talons, as they're just 3D prints. They're prosthetics. And that is how she's managed to help quite a few of the other gargoyles, some Samitsi, people like her who just like extra accessories. So cosplay has become very popular within the New York scene, thanks to, ironically, not Claire, Lucas, the cult leader for Apollo, was his entire idea, and he runs all of it. So it has become something you can use every once in a while as an excuse for the masquerade break. This does not stop other supernaturals from detecting you, does not stop hunters from being able to know what you are. It just makes it really hard for them to do anything when you're standing in square as a gargoyle surrounded by people, because if they try to kill you or anything, they're fucking up their own rules. So the three of you, now, Miko, congrats. And you just see Katia go, "I'm not explaining anything to them." And she turns around and gets back in this ambulance.
Okay. Hello. I am Miko. I'm not like, I am kind of the welcome wagon, I think. I have no rank here, but I am recently arrived not long ago myself, now about 6 months. Yeah, I can give you leave to Elysium, where you have to introduce yourself to the keeper and to present it Conventus, so they don't just kill you for being dead evil people. Yeah. So hi. Would you like to shake hands, or is that like, who are you? What your names? I am not very good at this part.
I'll let Cam go first.
I think, well, so she's been very like reserved, and she's kind of just waiting to see if someone looks at her, then she's going to take that as, oh, let me. She will say, she's wearing a mask, by the way, so you can't really see like anything except.
What kind of mask? Like a face mask, like a surgical mask?
like COVID kind of like
gotcha.
mask,
Okay.
like black. It's a little bigger, weirdly enough, a little bigger. And she says to Miko, she looks at your hand for a second, and Then she looks up at you, and she reaches out for your hand. And she grabs it, and her hand's very cold.
Because it's quite warm.
She says, "Hello, Miko. I'm Kayla. Pleasure.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well." She
Uh,
ran back.
do you have luggagey things or just traveling light or?
They're getting my things, mostly
Okay.
equipment. So,
Oh, are you? I noticed the coat thing. Like my friend Casimir, are you a what's it called? Scientomatologist.
something like that, yes.
Okay. I do not do the sciencey things. I can do the book reading. I like it quite a lot. English is terrible language though. Terrible, awful language. I would much rather read in Japanese. However, I will happily take you to Elysium. Please, I forgive my delightful companion Katya for being incredibly rude. She is normally very nice, but she's had a rough 6 months. She's not sleeping so well, and she's not even had any cocaine in like the entire time. She's gone completely cold turkey. So it is one of those things. But yeah,
I don't focus on hospitalities. I'm more focused on potence and position as well as action. If you have no action and are not useful, then, well, I will not shake your hand.
Oh, okay. Interesting. And who is do you know the purple dude? Hello, purple dude? Yes. I've never met a gargoyle before. Oh no, well, I have met one gargoyle before, but that's kind of like comparing a dragon and a lizard. You know. So hello, little man.
Lucian's gonna be very surprised that someone would want to touch a gargoyle. The whole time he's been a guard, no physical contact, no appreciation, just very do this job, do this thing, go to this place. So he's just very tentatively, because he doesn't know what's a handshake. That's bowing and respectable space between the gargoyle and their master, as it were, is the thing.
The minute that she sees you doing something, she has her like a little notepad out. She's like looking with wide eye, like, shakes hands.
Subject 14 shakes hands.
Yes.
Unfortunately, I can't do fun voices, but in my head, I'd like to imagine Lucian sounds very like gravelly, for lack of a better word, kind of like
Hold
a
on,
fucking.
You're actually voiced by Keith David.
Yeah. Well, kind of, yeah, like
go.
the Kratos. Yeah, kind of that. Kind of like a bunch of rocks in a blender is what it sounds like.
Goliath. Yeah, that kind of voice.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
Boy.
Lucian Lux. But he kind of spits out the last name.
So
Miko
during
really
this
like your
time-
face. Nice.
Spits in Miko's face. And it's just a little rock, hits him in the forehead.
So as you guys are talking, your things are unloaded. You are eventually asked by what could only be described as this really tall biker-like chick, long, pretty much ratted black hair, not ratted in a bad way, which you'd expect from someone like in the gothic or punk-like scene. Miko, you know this is Miss Sonia. She goes, so you taking them?
Yes, I will happily take them. Yes.
Good. Can we put 2 more with you, as we're a little booked? There was more than expected.
100% okay. No problem at all for the Sonia. Yes.
And you will take them to secure parking. We'll get them in Elysium that way.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. And she walks off. She doesn't stay long. It's more of business, straight to it. Now she's got to go. So there are 2 more other unnamed kindred who come with you. Nobody noteworthy. They look like they're just people honestly looking for refuge here in New York. the ambulance isn't entirely too big, so it looks like the 4 of you will be sitting in the back. Miko will be sitting in the front, but you guys can lean forward to talk to him if you want. I'm going to give you guys about 10 minutes in character where you guys can talk amongst each other, ask questions. Miko should, during this time, tell you guys of the rules of Iron New York. Since Casimir decided to leave, that is now on it.
Thanks so much, Casa fucking Mio.
During that time, I would like you guys to use this to kind of open up and connect a little bit, because you guys are going to be stuck with each other for the next 5 to 6 months.
Oh, the tragedy.
So you guys get loaded up. Some of your items or equipment or packages or whatever else came with you will probably be dropped off at Elysium later, considering it went from unmarked vans that should be able to carry all of you to holy shit, Terrace brought more than was supposed to, and we don't have enough for this bullshit. So they will come back and grab that later. This will give you guys a chance, if you wish, during downtime roleplay later, to connect and roleplay with each other. If not, we're just going to assume by next session everything's where it needs to be. For now, Kadia's got you all piled in. The last person to get in is Miko, who she is grabbing by the hair and pushing in because he's trying to talk to everybody, it seems. And she just wants to leave.
Hello.
She's grumpy. She has not slept in a while. She gets in.
Have white monster.
She takes it and Kadia downs it. Just downs. I'm assuming it is laced, as if everything Miko does is laced.
No, I would never do that.
So about 5 minutes later, this woman goes from cranky and angry to very wide awake and alert, and you guys are driving. Have fun talking to each other. Introduction.
Cocaine.
Miko will spin round in a chair and go, "So you're finally awake." Sorry, no, I just had to do the Skyrim reference there.
I caught you going over the border at River Run.
Yeah, I just had to. But no, he'll spin around and go, "So, the questions?"
Rules?
Yes, we have them. They are very important. Maybe less so for you, Gargoyle Man. Probably quite important for the estimable lady. So the first thing is, your masquerade is still masquerade. Don't go making the boo-boos.
What is that?
The masquerade. Don't make humans know vampire things are real. Do not. Is very bad. Gets you very dead. Very quickly. Or, like me, burned, stabbed, maimed, points at the missing eye. Lots of punishment. And that's if you're the people they like. Let alone the people they don't like. So definitely not the revealing of the two humanities. Now, apart from that, there is also the usual rules around domain, except slightly tweaky, which is you only keep what you actually need, not like go full Ventru bullshit and buy I own every street in entire of New York. I am megalomaniac. You have what you need. And if you don't have what you need, you ask the tower, which is where we're going, for little help sometimes. Talk to the other clans, talk to your clan, talk there. It is a thing called Conventus. It is like democracy. I hear is a very good import. Recently installed in America. But democracy. Yes. So it's kind of like voting, but not voting, because it's still like a prince, but they call her a queen. And there is a second prince. He is Camarilla, and they kind of work together because there's a lot of Camarilla kindred, and there's a lot of not Camarilla kindred. A little bit of the old Sabbatiness, but not the bad kind. And we have complete religious neutrality and factional neutrality. So no beating on people just because they wear funny hat and worship Cain, or funny hat and think Cain is a myth, or funny hat and like go, oh, I have a mohawk and I rebel against the rules. Aha, for I am Bruja. None of this bullshit. There has been hunters. Be very careful. They're very nasty. They blow things up. It's great fun. Not that is sarcasm. Sorry. The other rules.
Like hospitals.
Yes, like hospitals. Other rules. Feeding. Got to be very careful. Consent only. Big deal. Like, don't go grabby, draggy. Like, that's a big no. But like, there is ways, shall we say, to get around that a little bit. With, for example, the tower has its own like blood dolls and things. And if you have special dietary requirements, there is usually a little bit of give and a little bit of take, and plenty of people, frankly, on the take. So, you know. You look nervous, lady.
I think Kayla, she's not. I don't think she's nervous. I think she's staring at you. And I think when you say that, she looks out the window for a second as you're talking, and then she looks back at you and she says, "Is everyone in this car kindred and adheres to the masquerade?"
So
We are.
Katia goes, I'm his bitch, apparently.
Not the one
She's
I was
high.
going to use.
She is high as
That's
hell, eyes bugged out, just...
That is my ghoul, Katia. She is a very lovely lady. Maybe professional assassin at some point, but we look past that when I rescued her and saved her life and gave her a new chance to sail on the seven seas. Anyway, yeah. Apart from Katia, like, if you have retainers and they are like bound to you and unable to speak the evils of the kindred race, then yes, it's fine. Create ghouls, build a herd. This is all normals. But again, with the consenting side of things, can get a bit fuzzy. Like, you know, if somebody desperately wants you to bite them because, you know, it feels pretty good, then that is their thing. Obviously, if you have special dietary requirements, then that is like, I don't know what a gargoyle eats. Oh, yeah.
She takes her mask off when you say that. And you guys see like sharp teeth, like a shark's teeth. And she smiles and she says, special dietary interests, yes. Interesting.
Oh.
I don't know if you would know, but like what she is. Okay.
But as a gangrel, I'm looking at somebody with shark teeth and I'm making assumptions. Like, as a gangrel,
Lucian's
I'm
just
like,
impressed because he's got his own set of chompers, essentially, you know, between his actual fangs and then like the tusk-like protrusions. He just kind of turns to Kayla and just grins as well, like,
who, like, instantly when she takes off her mask, and it's not to be rude, the other two in the car kind of like, or the back of the ambulance, kind of like scoot as close to the door as they can, and they're just like
Miko turns
like
and looks at
looking
them
the
and
other
goes,
way, just...
you do realize if you are rude in this vehicle, I will spank you so hard your legs will fall off.
They just kind of put their hands up. They go, we're not doing, we're looking out the back. Like, there's a car that's been following us. And they're just kind of like looking out the back window, like...
Kayla smiles when you do that. And then she looks at you, she smiles, she says, thank you, Miko. But I can understand it is very unsavory for some what my kind can do and what we do and how we look. It is why I wear the mask, also for the masquerade, which I'll put back on if it makes
I mean,
comfortable.
Masquerade for sure, but why hide pretty teeth? Look like shark. Cool as shit.
Lucian's also very confused. As a gargoyle, he just kind of looks at the other two like, that's what got you guys to move away? Not the rock solid, slightly opulescent fucking jeweled gargoyle next to you?
Listen, the amount of bedazzling that must be going on the gargoyle right now is insane. I have genes like that, but
they're anyway. Gonna go blind if they see Mercurio.
Oh,
probably.
God.
But rules. So the rules in things: no killing, no fighting. Definitely the no killing of each other kind. Except in like really serious self-defense. But if you can neutralize. Don't beat the shit and then rip someone's head off on purpose if they are immobilized. Stake them, whatever. But yes, no killing. Now, this is the key thing. Big, most importantest thing. Okay? But correction. 2 big, important things. The first one is the Iron Clan has these peoples called the Rods. Okay? You will not see them coming. They enforce the rules. They will know when you break the rules, and they will spank your ass until turn inside out like piñata. They are very dangerous, very grumpy, and very eaty. And they are allowed to enforce the laws. The swords are the nice ones. And I know that sounds strange to say because they are the big scary ones with the big, like weapons and security uniforms and dangerousness. But they're the polite ones that catch you and drag you back. If you have a rod, that means they're probably going to bite your fucking head off. So just generally stay obedient to rules. And the second thing is no glove, no love, because there's been a bit of a breakout of like certain things amongst the population, and it's been
Cadia just instantly. If you don't wrap it, don't fuck it. We don't need any more Kindred STDs going around. Like Miko here,
yes.
The biggest STD.
Why you call me an STD? I am a lovely man. I am the one that pays for all the nice things. She is so mean. Anyway,
Lucian's gonna just lean over to the very obvious scientist and be like, "What's an STD?"
Something that you'll never get, so don't worry about it. We'll talk later about it in better company, if you will. But for the time being, let's just try to understand whatever's going on here.
So, anyway, we will get to Conventus. We will show you Elysium.
By the way, nice amethyst.
I love jewelry.
And
Miko's talking and we're just having our own little side.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Like Charlie Brown adult noises.
With that,
I just get Lucian just gets this feeling that he's probably going to hear all of these things because he's almost positive that whoever this prince is that he mentioned probably doesn't trust him to explain all the rules appropriately. just based on the pink suit and the sex and the drugs.
Still doing better than the last sheriff. Doodah. Doodah.
With that, we're gonna. No.
Sheriff in motherfucker.
God damn it.
So anyway,
Casimir is the last sheriff. Anyway,
Casimir was the last sheriff, and they're just gonna take hits at each other. Apparently, my heating pad's falling. Hold up. Okay, there we go. I have back problems.
Casimir's not here to defend himself, so Lucian has to in his steed.
I think the only thing Kayla will do in this is say, "So disease, huh?"
Disease.
You're muted. You're muted.
It's like a fangy disease. Yes. Is making of the not goods very sick. Can make people like be a bit humany even and not feel the hunger, but also sadly not control hunger. So it is dangerous. Definitely not the catching of it if you can avoid.
She's gonna put gloves on as you're talking.
Like rubber gloves?
Leather gloves.
Oh, leather.
Like the thickest.
So far as Kayla knows, she has not been infected, thankfully. So far, so that is a smart move. At this point, you guys are pulling around to what could only be described as a massively... I'm going to give a little shit here because he never describes it this way, but it's described this way in a book. It's a very Ventrue-esque like tower. It is a club on the bottom floor. As you're pulling around, you guys are obviously going to a different entrance. However, you can tell that the line of kind wrap around this building. almost any and everybody wants to get in. It is a city block wide, long building. Easily, I believe it's between 20 and 30 floors tall.
Like the
pretty
Marriott
big.
in Times Square? Okay.
But this is not the Marriott. This is
Yeah.
Club Elysium, and it has the name on it. Pretty smart. For Kindred from the Europe side of the world, that is not common. You want to hide Elysium. These Kindred seem to be, for a lack of better term, mainstreamed. As Elysium is quite literally always surrounded by humans, it seems. The security there is quite, you can tell from just driving by, from both the side entrance that would be the normal patrons of, coming and going, to the red carpet where you see people like, okay, oh god, who the fuck's playing tonight at Elysium, James? Give me somebody.
You're muted again, Gramps.
You're muted again, Grandpa.
Sorry, I'm just thinking.
He owns
Hold on, I
Elysium,
will-
so we'll
Right,
let him pick.
hold on.
But there's
Right.
bands coming in. There's quite some like, I don't know, fucking Governor of New York is walking up in this bitch. Like it's very popular in terms of big names go there.
Okay, I figured out who's playing. It's
Who's
Limp
playing?
Bizkit.
Oh,
It's Limp
perfect.
Bizkit, and they're currently playing Golden Cobra.
There we go. That's
The
who's
limpest
playing
of
tonight.
biscuits. Awesome.
So very quickly, Kayla can come to the conclusion of, while they're very public about vampires, it is really, really hard to attack Elysium for the simple fact that if you're Garou, if you're another Kindred, Camarilla, Hunters, whatever, it is going to be really hard to hit Elysium because they have put themselves in such a big, mainstreamed area with so many humans around that doing anything to hurt them is going to put a global, worldwide hit on not just vampires, but everybody in general. So whoever is playing this game is playing it very dangerous of, hey, we're Kindred, we're in the open, other Kindred know about us, but I dare you to do something because you're going to break the masquerade in a way that it can't be covered up. And based on this Clarabelle that you have found, that seems to check out pretty well, considering she is walking around with these two huge foot-long horns that glow almost gold, and a tail that to any Kindred would know is completely Zemitzi fleshcraft, and moves, and she just goes, hey, this is just a 3D prop with LED lights in the inside, and a prosthetic that I've managed to, add robots to, and people are buying it. She has a whole
So by
website and
chance,
everything else.
Does Lucian see any gargoyle-y looking people just standing in line, with the rides of cosplay and stuff like that?
So, no, not yet. Not yet. Oh, my ear itches. My ear itches, and I'm so
Put
scared
that
of
elder wand
scratching a
away.
horn. Leave me alone. My kid threw it at me, so I took it from them. It's mine now. That's what randomly came flying across like 30 minutes ago. The screen was the kid threw the elder wand at me, so I took it from
Oh
him.
my lord. Lucian was just curious because he sees this giant tower, and the first thing that pops into his head is like,
so you know
how
what?
do they watch all of this?
You know what?
where,
Go ahead and give me, because you're a gargoyle and you're specifically looking for other gargoyles, a perception and awareness at difficulty, let's say 7.
While you're rolling, are the windows tinted?
So the windows in the van, yes. Nobody can see inside.
I'm going to put my mask back on while
Okay.
we're getting to this area.
I'm having to learn a whole new sheet. I had Casimir's
Nope,
totally
you're good.
memorized. No.
You're good. I expect a little bit of delay with new characters and new sheets. Now, Miko doesn't
6,
get an
difficulty
exception.
7.
Yes. Miko doesn't get an excuse. He better know his character sheet.
Ooh. I gotta
one
gotta
success.
fix that. It says Casimir.
It's fine.
Anyways, one
You're good.
success. Yeah.
So you don't see a gargoyle. However, as you're driving, you're hearing what could be only described as wine glasses playing, following the ambulance, and it's definitely coming from under it. Now that you pay attention, you're like, hold on. You're like, well, I know when I move in the ground, I make a little sound, but that's because, you know, of all the amethyst. It's not a loud sound. Humans aren't going to notice it unless they specifically know what they're looking for, or those unfamiliar with gargoyles are just like, okay, it's somebody driving over the pavement. You know specifically what to look for because you're specifically trying to pick out gargoyles, that there's a gargoyle following, at least this vehicle. But when you get to the Elysium garage and it opens and you're going to go in, like the, what they call the barricade opens for you guys to go in because Katia leans out. She says her phrase that I'm not saying because Katia decided to be really fucking stupid with her phrase to get into secure parking, if I remember. So stupid that I absolutely said, no, I'm never going to say that, and then completely forgot it. Because Katia's a sweetheart.
What is it?
Crazy. So you guys pull in, and you notice that once you pass that threshold and the barricade starts coming back down again, that the sound of the wine glasses vanish completely. So Katia just kind of pulls in, you guys stop, and now that you guys are inside of Elysium, Katia stops, parks, and turns around and just smacks Miko upside the back of the head. She goes, and the one rule Miko here has not told you is now that we're in Elysium, no powers at all for any reason.
It's like you read my mind. I was about to have Lucian do something.
No
and be like,
powers.
oh, I didn't know the rules.
Well, no, important caveat. It's no powers in Elysium or Conventus, but like, if it's how you get to Elysium Conventus.
No, Katia.
Like
corrects.
with the security.
No.
With the security people, you can make arrangement and like, no?
Did anybody here make an arrangement?
No, but that's what I am explaining.
Miko is stupid. Excuse him. Miko was Prince for 5 minutes and thinks he knows it all. And she gets out of the car, or out of the ambulance, and shuts it.
Lucian's just like, he's a lot less imposing than the stories would tell.
I think so too.
I've heard.
Then again, don't judge a book by its cover, as they say. And I've read many.
Tear it open and discover it on the inside.
So
tomato.
Katia opens the back of the ambulance. You realize it does not open from the inside. It has to be opened from the outside. And opens and lets you guys out. The other two Kindred are out almost instantly. They grab what little handbags they have with them. You guys can come out. In this secure parking, you realize secure parking really is a great term for it. There is no one here besides the other two unmarked vans where the other Kindred get out. And you guys are quickly being, for lack of a better word, herded towards an elevator. Which, ironically, every last one of you fit in comfortably. Including you, Gargoyle Boy. It is very clearly a service elevator meant to be moving large cargoes in and out. And you guys you're muted.
Lucian has a question.
Yes?
How does one word this? I have the wings, and there is a rooftop, yes? Does no powers apply to leaving?
So, Sonia, we're going to say Sonia. Sonia's going to be the one talking for now. Mainly because she is the only sword I feel confident in role-playing as. Right now, that's an official NPC. She looks at you and she goes, so, you won't be able to access the roof. It is, let's say, important people only, mainly because, oh my god, my thing broke. Anywho,
Dang, and they let Caster go up there? They got their priorities all wrong.
Pretty much those of the inner court go up there for the simple fact that there are points and times where, say, If you're Camarilla, that is where the Justicar and Archons and stuff will be landing their planes and such to come and go. That is where some of the rods go. So it's not necessarily it's anything
Public
above,
access.
yeah, anything above the 3rd floor is not public access. It is Iron Clan only. This is also our home as well as Elysium. And with that, she's low-key kind of telling Lucian and Kayla both that she is an Iron Clan.
She wasn't introduced, was she? So Lucian's gonna
she
go
was
ahead
not
and just
introduced.
respectfully, she's clearly someone of import. So I'm just gonna ask who like, you seem like a very important lady. He's like bowing his head. What might I call you?
Sonya, Ace of Swords, whichever one.
Okay.
She doesn't talk too much. That's just Sonya's character. She just doesn't really talk much. Straight to the point, done and over. So she heard you guys back into the elevator. You guys are going up. You have this. Nope, wrong
Before
elevator.
we go up.
Never mind. What's
Before we go up, because she's an ace. I think there will be a little interaction just to show respect.
Okay.
So,
Go for
Kayla
it.
will say to her, she'll nod and she will say, "Thank you for the information. Much appreciated." And she will nod again and turn back around too.
Of
But
course.
she's wearing the mask.
Of course. Sonya does not judge. Well, of course, she gets you guys all packed in. Up you go, and you are taken to Conventus. You are skipping the venue area. You're skipping the 2nd floor. You're being taken straight to Conventus, which seems to be more common nowadays, Miko, that you know of, especially since there is a lot more Kindred and Hunter activity going on. While normally it is respectful to go see the Keeper, just because of the amount of activity going on, Layla seems to be directing everybody to go straight to Conventus because she has to pay attention. Especially since at this point it has been rumored that 2 hunters have been found within the venue in Elysium and needed to be removed. She's putting all her effort into keeping, Elysium safe. So you guys are taken up to Conventus. While 2 of you already know what Conventus looks like, you're just gonna have to sit through the description again because Kayla doesn't. I
don't know what this shit looks like. I think that's gonna be his voice. Like a fucking smoker.
I love it though. I love it though.
Conventus, okay.
So you guys are coming in the back way since you're coming in the service elevator and not coming the main elevator. So you guys hear a ding, it opens up, and it is a citywide block. Pretty much just straightforward. There's a few pillars that help keep up the ceiling. The ceiling, I believe, from where you're standing now, was 100 feet to reach the ceiling. The pillars go up. At the top of these pillars, however, you do notice that there are what clearly are dead Kindred, at least staked at the top of these pillars, with bones pushed through it. Clearly, somebody who has put them up there is making a point. Some of these people look like they have been up there and tortured and or so drained of vitae, they're turning leather almost. Clearly someone is making a point of either they've broken a rule, come in, whatever. Miko, you recognize some of these people from the Sabbat raid that tried hitting during the wedding. Those who did not die were pretty much put in an eternal slumber where they are made to sit and think about their actions in public. They're not.
What kind of
In
bone?
the corner.
So some of the bones that are coming off of them look like they have been modified. Human and or kindred bones, so clearly Zemitzi have been used up here. Other of them quite literally looks like their arms or something has been ripped out and then put right through their heart. Like nothing super fancy. Modified kindred human or just their own body parts used as staking devices. and they have been put up there. The chandelier that is in the middle of Elysium, however, is made of various kindred bones, including skulls. And somebody clearly is trying to make a point to somebody. So it looks like there have been multiple kindred that have been joined at their hips and then pulled out into a chandelier-like arc. Their hands are held out, and in their hands, ironically, which you would not normally see in an Elysium, are holding candles that are currently lit. However, they are in a green-like fire. Clearly magic is being used. And these people are being hung by their, what are they called? Their leg bones. God damn it. Thigh bones and
Femur.
such things. Thank you. Femur. Which has been flesh crafted or bone crafted at the bases of their necks and skulls that connect up above and then to what is iron chains hanging there around the area. It looks flat for the most part, all citywide block. As you're walking through, however, you realize there are stairs that lead down into pits. You can see some of these, see into some of these pits that are open. However, you cannot hear anything. It is something that is completely blocking them off. Inside these pits, depending on who's sitting in them, some of them are overly the top, decorated, absolute fashionistas. And you can see what is clearly Toreador sitting in them. In the middle of these pits are koi ponds, and you can sort of hear the fish swimming. You can't hear the people talking, although you can see them moving. So everybody gets to recover their willpower, and everybody gets to recover their blood points. And somebody redeemed custom music. Channel points.
I think Kayla would have
just me.
Miko,
Calm down,
who the
James.
artist is.
What? Who?
I think Kayla would tap Miko, or just like say, Miko, who's
Yeah.
the artist of all the work that we've seen?
Oh, that would
Casimir.
be.
Please say it's Casimir.
It's Casimir.
Yeah. It's the ex-sheriff who is getting on the plane to go back to Europe. A man called Casimir of the Zmisi here in New York, of the doctor's office, or was of the doctor's office. Then he was sheriff, then he is not sheriff, and he was nice guy, very, very pleasant. Does
He was
great
more than
stuff.
nice. He was more than nice. This artwork is genius.
So each pit,
I
I
would
would
have loved
agree.
to.
Say it again for the people in the back.
each pit is pretty much custom towards clan. You can see a group of Samitian one completely flesh crafted. You can tell these are flesh crafted. You see the Ventru, who are very nicely soft velvets in their thing. Pure blue, gold linings. And then you move on, and then there's like all leather, and you can see people that are similarly dressed to Sonya sitting in it. And then you move on, and there looks like there is a very, very dark pit. Doesn't look like it has much light in it. However, you can barely see the outline of somebody sitting in it. Clearly the La Sombra. And it just keeps going on. It looks like these pits that can hold, I think, 20 to 30 people per pit are custom for clans or people coming and going quite often. It is very, very catering towards the kindred population in general. There are no humans here, and Katia has not come up.
So, just quick one, Kayla. You like the fleshy, crafty thing, yes?
Oh, I just admire the artwork of the
Okay.
craft as well as the torture.
Okay. The only thing, and I'm trying to be nice, I'm just going to warn you, there is a dirty, lovely, but dirty old man who is resident in Tower, is Zmitsi, name is Anton. How do I put this politely? He's a bit of a hound, like not the rank or the position, like he likes to chase the peoples for the intimates time. And if you show a bit too much interest, you might get a little bit, up in your business.
That is one of the people you should be meet. Kayla, is Mr. Anton. So it's very nice that somebody has given you a heads up, because Claire did not give your sire, nor did your sire give you a heads up. This man is a hound. Miko has, however.
And a dirty dog.
He is definitely
Very,
a dirty
very
dog.
dirty of the dog. Yes.
So you guys get towards a pit that seems way too laxed. For lack of a better term, everything else seems really custom, really over the top, really, and then you casual bar lounge, pretty much, booth seat. Inside of it, you see what is the most sweetest, innocent looking woman. Long, beautiful white dress, long black hair, maybe Asian descent. She is sitting there talking to another man who is very clearly in his, once again, because it is his staple, grayish suit. He is not in a kimono this time. Grayish suit. He is wearing what appears to be a white oni mask. It looks like it has been broken quite a few times. It is repaired with gold, so you can see the gold cracks in it. Your sire has given you a heads up, at least with the man in the oni mask. That is the Camarilla Prince of Iron New York. He is only known as the Potter, and that is it. There is no other name, no other nothing. He used to be an Archon, so that would explain really heavily on why there's not much information about him to be given. Mainly because they are kept hidden and their information kept as such. But she is sitting there and talking to him. And as you guys get closer to this pit, you are greeted by... You're going to assume it's a woman from how they're standing and how they're dressed. And then she talks and her voice is just a little too deep, probably masculine. She kind of pulls the curtain closed. She goes, "Hi, I am Caroline. It is nice to meet you.
Oh.
New people. Got it. So I'm going to separate you guys in like little groups of 3. Miko, why are you here? You're not new.
I was showing them where to go. I'm being helpful, man.
You are, aren't you? You know what? I have just a helpful thing for you, Miko.
Oh, shit. I held too close to the sun.
Yeah, you did. So that's great, because every new coterie in New York needs a senior. And since you've been here 6 months, we're going to go ahead and add you as their senior. So who here would like to group with Casimir? Or Miko? Who here would like to group with Miko?
Oh.
I group
I
with
will step
Casimir.
forward.
Okay, so great. We have... And she kind of looks at you. She's gesturing. We have...
Kayla.
We
Kayla
have
Bernard.
Miss Bernard here. She's going to go with Miko. Who else? You know what? I think you look great. She kind of points towards the big rock guy. Hey, I like you. You're very shiny. Oh, you're shiny.
I just very respectably, I'm just holding my hand up.
She just kind of twitches her head. No, I'm not going to touch him. What's wrong with you? Anywho,
touch.
Yeah. No, it's fine. Don't
I'm
worry
just
about
like,
it. Voices in my head. That kind of tends to happen when you're a little... Anywho, so Miko and Miss Bernard, and what is your name, Big Handsome?
big. She's a fucking.
Please tell me that is actually gonna be your name now, because that would be cool.
The name's Big, last name Handsome.
Okay, so Big Handsome, Miss Bernard, it is hot.
No.
I'm not stripping, I swear to God. I'm wearing a shirt. It is just really hot. Out of nowhere. Holy shit.
I'm going to mimic. Lucian's gonna mimic what he saw Miko do when they first met, and he's gonna extend a hand and introduce himself. Lucian. He only
Nice to
says
meet you,
he's never
Lucian.
gonna say that last name again. That's it. He's just Lucian.
Nice to meet you, Lucian. And she kind of hits your hand. It's a stone versus flesh. She goes, I'm Caroline. I am the Knave of Rods. Nice to meet you. Anywho, so with that being said, I'm going to start pulling you guys into your little coteries, find a little pit to sit in, and then I'll come by and I'll get you all settled up. Why does the name Miss Bernard sound so familiar?
She takes her mask off.
You're the flesh eater! Oh, yeah, we have to talk to you. you because we do have you something set up so that you can eat and not break rules. Miss Clarabelle, Miss McManus, Miss Queen herself, she said that you were going to need help. So we've been figured out. So like me and Haley, we kind of put our heads together. She wanted to do more, but we put our heads together and we found you something. So we got it. It's great. We got you. She's talking really fast. And unless you're used to hearing people talk really fast, it's going to be a little hard keeping up with her. But pretty much in the end, that's why I said if, I let you guys decide. In the end, you're told to go find a pit to sit in. Very clearly, you should probably,
I found two.
Just, she goes, like, Caroline leans over and she goes, no, baby, the pits, like, the indents, the curtains, those are called pits. So go find one and sit.
We just find the comfy place. We chill out. We sit. They come tell us if I am in more trouble. I don't know. Have
you broken the masquerade again?
No, I have not. Otherwise, I would be the dead.
Good. You want to know why? And she holds up that little device. She gave me one.
Because otherwise I would be the dead. We have already established the deadingness of me.
Okay.
Okay. I mean thoroughly deadingness.
Lucian's gonna interject once again because he just he wants to gather information. Who's Haley?
She's another run.
Is it Miss Caroline?
Oh no, just Caroline.
Miko nervously looks around in case Haley appears.
Yeah, she just kind of points. She goes, I switch gingers daily. So, like, just Caroline.
Knave Caroline, got it.
Yep, Knave Caroline. That works. We could go with that.
Haley is
perfect.
Miss A. Sonia, Knave Caroline. Who is this Haley?
She's another
very
rod.
dangerous.
No, she's not. She's sweet.
And I'm gonna just kind of look him up and down and be like, Rod?
She kind of looks at Kayla and she goes, I'm really sorry in advance. You just happened to volunteer to be with the two biggest idiots in New York. But you know what? That's great because you seem like a well-educated woman. Maybe a little bit of you will rub off on them and not the other way around.
When you say she seems like a well-educated woman, she kind of goes like this, like she's like a... like for a second, like, oh, Steve's like... seems like a well-educated...
Yeah, you seem well-educated compared to...
Lucian's gonna try and guilt trip and be like, it's hard to learn things when you're just kept like atop a tower for the last 300 years.
And I grew up on the street. My parents kicked me out at 13 for being trans. We live, we grow.
But you were
and that's why I'm trying to learn.
But I came from so long ago that we not even have like sewing needles. We had to use bone and sinew to make clothes.
And she kind of pats Miko's back. She goes, okay.
Nice
yeah, she pats Miko's back. She goes, cool story there, Grandpa.
God damn it.
Which god?
I don't know. Pick one.
Jesus, Lilith Christ.
Fuck it. We should go find a place to sit.
Okay,
Kayla, would you care to make the choices list of what makes you feel nice and comfy?
Oh.
I think someone turned the heat on. I'll be right back.
Are any of these more modern?
Probably, yeah.
Then that's where I would like to go, to one that is more modern.
And could we perhaps do one more in the corner? I like having my back to something.
It's fine. We go to the big wall. There's a nice little modern pit with like cushiony things and modern upholstery and stuff.
So yes, there is a modern one. It's more of an Iron Clan like seating, but nobody has sat there since the prince has left. So you guys have a spare empty seat that you can go in. It's modern.
Near the wall.
Yes.
So I know that Katori, the other gargoyle, would hang out atop the pits.
Yes.
Lucian feels a lot more comfortable in a bit more of an elevated position. Is that a possibility for him to do? I know it kind of worked more for Katori because he was kind of a dragon, so he could kind of like circle around it, but
So you would have to, above game, you would have to express this to one of the swords or the rods so that they can get a pinnacle who will come down. So if you, for the sake of this, because it will make your character more comfortable, we will go ahead and say that you can see another Zemitzi. It looks like a dragon. However, your gargoyle senses are absolutely screaming at you that this is not a Zemitzi. This is not a dragon. This is not somebody who is fleshcraft. It is very clearly another gargoyle sitting there. He is perched atop of the same pit that you see the man with the Oni mask in. He is the only person sitting up there, and he has these massive wings that almost completely encircle it. So you can see that it is an option because it is clear that he can hear what is going on in the pit. However, as you walk by it, you can't hear it. So you can express that to Caroline if you would like to, real quick.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna ask that. I don't know what the formalities are around here, but when my master would take me with him,
Hey, bud, we don't use that word here.
when daddy, what should I call that? That's who he is.
Sire or creator. We don't use the master term here. That was an agreement we made with the gargoyles. It's just an eek. We don't use it. It's going to take some time getting used to. Yes, there are other gargoyles here. If you'd like,
my
I can
ears,
let them know you're here.
immediately my fucking ears perk up because I'm like, others?
Yes, there are others. But we don't use that term.
I'm just gonna in the back of my head. Okay,
creator.
Ask somebody about that. Sire. And it kind of, I just say that a couple times because Lucian's never said that word before. Sire, his sire was not ever referred to as his sire. So that word is very foreign to him. My sire would have me sit atop wherever he would be. Is that potentially an option?
Would that make you more comfortable?
Yes, but I will also go by whatever the rules are of this place.
That's fine. We can arrange it. So for now, I'm going to ask that you sit in the pit with Miss Bernard and Mr. Miko here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go get the pentacles because they can adjust the wards and such that are around the pits so that you can still hear inside of it. So that you can sit with your newfound coterie and still be able to talk to him. We want our people to feel comfortable, and she does look at Miko, she does look at Kayla when she says that. So is there anything else you would like for us to adjust or like for us to know? Anything we can make you feel more welcomed?
Does the pretty teeth lady need some food?
I dine alone, but thank you for being concerned, Lucian. I appreciate that.
Okay.
I think we're okay.
Okay. So you guys go sit down, give us a little bit. We'll figure this out for you. We got you. There's just a lot of people flocking in, and we got to upkeep with a lot of them. We're a little stretched thin.
Totally fine.
So you guys can go in the pit. It'll be about 10 minutes, so y'all can talk. And then in that 10 minutes, a pentacle will come up. Very tall lady, black tank top, looks fucking pale Snow White. Not me tank top.
No, I thought you were about to, when you went like this.
Oh my god, no. Pervert. Pervert. You are still Anton's child. It never will go away. Snow White hair. She comes up. She seems to do a little bit of thaumaturgy. So as everybody's talking, Lucian will be able to go and perch on top, much like the other dragon, as far as Miko and Kayla can tell. And he can still hear down into the pit. Would you guys like a moment to talk? Or would you like to go straight into the rods coming in and talking and setting you guys up?
Happy to talk.
Miss Kayla,
Yes.
what is your opinion? Do we have anything we need to talk about? I can
think
show
if
you
we
my
have...
rock collection.
Oh, okay. If you'd like to.
I just
She's
feel like I
going
don't have.
to...
I just what? Lucian likes to collect rocks. That's why he has different all the different little structures on his body are different kinds of crystals. His sire
While
really
you're
liked him to look pretty.
while you're telling her, like showing her these, she's paying attention, but she's paying attention. So she's scanning you over. She's looking at... She's trying to ascertain strength. She's trying to ascertain mentality. She's
Very
doing the
strong.
same thing to Miko. We can't use our powers, but we can at least try to ascertain who we're with. And since now we're a coterie, she's trying to size you guys up without being noticed, if you will.
Do gargoyles bleed? Like, since they're made out of rock, do they technically have like blood?
I'm pretty sure, yeah, because Viera has blood. It's what
Okay,
powers
I was just
you
curious.
to keep moving. Like, not
You have
necessarily a
beating.
bleed. It's you need the blood to pretty much activate you to keep you awake. But no, if you get cut,
Just,
you're not bleeding. Yeah.
That's just what I was curious about. Like, what is the structure per se? Because like,
Think of
I
it
wanted
as you're
to-
just an enchanted rock. You know?
yeah. So that's just what I was curious about. Okay.
Yeah. So the blood is what powers you and gets you up and going in the morning and allows you to use your powers. But it's not like if you break an
Like, I don't
arm
have like
off.
veins.
Yeah.
I don't have like veins and like a circular. Okay. I was just
Yeah.
curious. There's not a lot. I like to
You're
ask
good.
very pedantic questions.
No, you're good. You're good. These were same questions I asked when I made the other NPCs. Because New York likes to make things a little custom here and there, and we actually like it. It makes it more interesting.
Well, I think some of these questions are just anything that's like not a lot of my questions are stuff that are not explicitly stated in like the books that James gave me, you know, because it doesn't say. It says they have vitae and blood points, but it doesn't specify like it says they're made
There
of
is
stone.
supposed to
But
be a little bit of flexibility with what is your gargoyle like? 'Cause every gargoyle is different.
Cool.
Every
was just
gargoyle is
curious.
different.
because in my head I'm like showing Kayla all these rocks, and literally what I'm doing is I'm just like breaking them off to be like, and this is amethyst, and this. But like if they're a part of me, I don't want to just be making myself bleed out.
No, we'll say
that was
they're
that was
like,
essentially
That was
like they're growing on me. Like if I were quite literally okay, cool.
a little gym
I was just curious. Pretty much, yeah.
But no, so you guys, I will let you discern what it is that Kayla can pick up from you guys, because she's a very intuitive lady. She is definitely watching you guys, so you can give her as much as you would like.
Does Kayla know anything at all about gargoyles beforehand, or is she quite literally learning about them in this very moment?
I think she would know about anything occult because of her sire. So she would know like a basic knowledge.
The Tremere are kind of like Giovanni adjacent in the fact that they both do rituals and magic-y stuff. Wait, so that's all. However much you think you, I can't look at them. He's made of rock. He is made of like all these different between the crystals being an aesthetic design, they also provide certain amount of defenses, because there's a large chunk over his heart, and you notice that like each of the crystal clusters are kind of over like joints, and just some more like if that zone were to be like attacked, it just has a little bit more like defense over them. And then like his wings are, because it's still wrapped around him a little bit, he just kind of has them spread open so you can see his chest, but he has like you call it a talon? There's like crystal clusters, like spears, essentially atop the wings.
So a very defensive gargoyle. Definitely someone who could probably tank pretty well. So he would probably be more of the front line of defense.
That's kind of his whole thing. Is the concept is a defense, like he's a watcher. So he needs to be able to attack as well as be aware of what is coming and going around him. Anyways, Miko, what do we learn about you?
So, being observant, Kayla, what you will probably notice is that Miko is very careful when he's picking things up and putting them down. Like somebody who is worried that he is going to crush them or bend or break any of these objects. And he's very wary. And there's these little sort of almost animalistic moments where things grab his attention, and there's a very, even for a Kindred, there's a very predatory focus. It's like 100% focused in the moment, then 100% focused in the moment, but it can be very kind of vibe, which you would have seen if you've met Gangrel before, very much fits that sort of Gangrel vibe. Otherwise, he seems to be bearing a lot of injuries or like various marks of said injuries.
Is your jacket undone, Miko? Or is it buttoned up nice
no.
and tight?
It's buttoned up. Yeah, it's buttoned up.
The chesticles are not free.
Testicles are not free. Kayla, will you make me a perception and alertness at difficulty 6, please?
And am I adding anything to this, or just straight up rolling perception?
If you have specialties like
I don't have
keen
alertness.
hide, or you can still roll. So you just roll straight perception. We don't do the table rules. If you have 0 dots, you can't. No.
And that's what I was going to ask. This is not V5, so
no.
I don't add anything to this, right?
No.
Okay.
You can use a willpower if you would like for at least 1 automatic success and no botch.
I got 1. Can I?
1 is all you need.
Use a willpower.
You're good. 1 is all you need. So for willpower, before you roll, you'd be like, "Hey, I want to use a willpower." It doesn't take your permanent willpower; it's temporary. You would just check it off if you use it. Then acting within your nature and your demeanor will recover it back. But for this, everybody already had a 1 free point of willpower because somebody redeemed it. So technically, you haven't used any today. Yeah. So you notice that on his shirt, because Miko is trying to hide it very clearly, and our girl Kayla here is very observant. The way that he's adjusting as if he's trying to hide something. You notice that he's purposely every now and then adjusting the suit, adjusting his shirt. And during one of those adjustments, you see the slightest right over his heart. The slightest of like what could be only described as a red LED light that is blinking once every second.
Shit.
And it vanishes like once he adjusts the pink part of his suit. Like it's thick enough with his dress shirt to cover that blinking. And it seems like every time he adjusts, every time he turns his head, every time he looks, he goes back to adjusting to make sure that it's not being seen.
I know that we have to skip ahead to scenes, but I want to say for this scene.
No, you're good. You're good. Go ahead.
I'm not asking Miko any questions.
Okay.
Miko has been the one person that has had the most interaction with other Kindred, and I think Kayla is now just observing how people treat Miko, because as much as they like badmouth Miko or fun Miko, Miko is still here, and if the rules are that severe and they're trusting Miko to pick us up, then Miko has a side that I have not seen, and so I just want to watch.
Smart. So
He used to be a prince. I do believe they said that, so that's something to. Lucian's keeping that in the back of his mind, you know.
eventually, it is not a Rod who comes in. It is this sweet, maybe 5'3", 5'2" little Asian girl. Her skin is abnormally pale and thin to the point that you can see her veins through her skin. She is dressed in a very nice gray suit, almost similar to what the man in the Oni mask was wearing, but it looks like she is purposely making it look bad. Almost like she's passively having a stab at this man. She comes down, and it is very clear. Very fast.
Level of passive aggressive attitude on this person is.
Yeah, it is clearly passive aggressive. So she comes down into the pit. She holds up her hands, kind of like this. She goes, "Hello, Hinata. I'm supposed to be giving you guys information on why you're here. I've been given somewhat of a rundown. Hi, Miko. It's good to see you. Miss Bernard, we were
Hello.
told that was whatever, puppy. We were told that you had special eating habits. So what we're going to do is here after we get you introduced, more in depth, because I love Miko, but he either A, rambled on trying to explain the rules, or B, he just gave you very vague, barely anything, and you really didn't learn anything. We love Miko. Miko is an extreme either 0 or 100, and there's no in between. We would like him at a 50%, but it doesn't happen. But we do have it set up with you. There is a few churches around, with a lot of things happening lately, and we tried to hide Kindred-like activities, so if somebody drains someone dry, what we're going to do is we're going to start pretty much cleanup crewing you. Hey, if you're hungry, somebody broke the masquerade, they're dead, their body's yours if you want them. Or to those ghouls who break rules on behalf of their dominators, who get will give you the kind to use, because at that point they are forfeit, as ghouls, revenants, retainers, and other such things have to obey by the same rules that their kindred counterparts do. I personally won't kill a human unless they piss me off, then I'm taking their fucking head. But pretty much you'll be helping along here with the Iron Clan of keeping that up. It's the best way we can find it in terms of consent, because either A, it's a dead body and there is no consent, or B, they know the rules, they broke them, therefore they forfeit being able to claim rights of consent. So hopefully that is good for you.
That works for me. I also, I can figure some stuff out as well. Thank you.
Okay.
And she nods.
Oh, we got you. Miss McManus did say that you'd be working with Anton. So for now, until we have you a place set, because I believe she is working with your sire to get you a house that is more in that district. And she kind of puts it in a way where it's not, in case you haven't told the other two yet about anything or why you're here, it's vague, something that only you would understand. So for now, unfortunately, because we were originally going to put you with Casimir, but it seems Casimir has decided he's going to leave. And there is a level of aggression there that all three of you can clearly see, as if she is very...
And at that moment, her phone buzzes with a little fucking text message from Casimir. It's a little heart, because you could feel her talking about him.
Yeah, you just, she's talking to you guys, but you see her fingers abnormally just fast as fuck typing. And then hit send and just, that fucker. Anywho, so we're gonna probably at this point, hey Miko, do you mind holding them off for, I think, maybe a week or two on the ship?
No problem at all. We have plenty of space.
Okay, good. So we'll drop the stuff off there for now. If you would like, Miss Kayla, you can stay in the doctor's office here in the tower. I wouldn't. Anton's a fucking whore.
You'll wake up with him standing over you?
You can stay at ship. It's fine if you wish.
Yeah, just a week or two.
Would work. Thank you.
Quick summary of the rules. Obviously, the traditions: don't break the masquerade, don't kill another of your kind, don't impersonate court, so on and so forth. The additional ones here for the Iron Kingdom, especially if you are allied with them, which technically at this point, Miss Kayla, you will be, since you are helping the prince or the queen, whatever the fuck you want to call her, big bitch. Since you're working for big bitch, you'll be working as an ally. So what she's gonna do? Stab me? She couldn't replace me even if she tried. I'm irreplaceable. I'll call her whatever she wants, and I'll call her to her face. I raised that girl, and I'll put her in the ground just the same way. But no. So quick rundown of the rules. A, if you make a deal, keep to your deal. Do not break your deal. That is punishable. Don't break laws of consent. Obviously, I think it's kind of stupid. We're vampires. You're not supposed to use powers. I say use powers if you gotta do it. I'm not gonna stop you from being what you are. Don't take a domain bigger than what you can have. Since you are a coterie, what we're going to end up doing, probably aside from Miko's ship, because obviously we can't pull that on land,
We could try.
is once we get to your house, is probably put them close to you. Maybe in a house next door or such, so it looks communal. Maybe if we find a house big enough, we can get you guys all in it, so that it looks as if you're just a family living together, if that makes sense. Then your domain will be that house and the road around it.
May I make a request?
What's up? What you got? Hit me with it.
Well, I just think it would be easier if the domain was near either a cemetery or a hospital.
I think, because if I'm correct, you're supposed to be up city because of the deal. I think, well, a certain somebody just bombed the hospital up there. Not saying any names.
Those damned hunters.
Them damn hunters.
How bad is the destruction towards the facility?
Nothing's left. Whoever it was took it out at the base. Like, for a lack of better terms, from what I hear people saying, it's like the Twin Towers collapsed 2.0, but a hospital. And no airplane this time. I know that's making light of a situation, but that is literally, it's gone. Whoever it was took the base out, and as it crumbled, took everything else out with it. And she just slowly turns her head and just looks at Miko.
Does anyone own that domain?
So as far as I understood, it was half Ventru, half Giovanni.
Cousin. Okay. Thank you.
So that is as far as I know. We could probably put you close to there because there was a lot of homeless activity around the hospital. It was one of the few hospitals that did kind of, hey, if you don't know about New York, we do have a universal health care here, thanks to Mr. McManus and then his late daughter, Miss Kinley. So a lot of homeless people were around there. It could be a good, if creepy things are happening or people are up at late sneaking around, it could be a good indication of maybe there's just homeless people looking through other homeless people's belongings or some such stuff. It's going to take a bit to get cleaned up, so it would be good. If I recall correctly, they were going to put another hospital up. I don't know. I'm not super into the know. That might be more Mr. McManus, but apparently he's decided to say fuck us and leave to Europe too. So fuck that guy as well. Just her. What are they gonna do? Kill me? I'm irreplaceable. I know my worth. No, so I think we could probably settle that up. I don't know of any unclaimed cemeteries in the area. That would probably be something you would have to speak to Miss G about. If
I
she
will
has
talk to
any.
my cousin. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So that would probably be best to do. If you can arrange something with Miss G. Miss G's downstairs. Come on, everybody knows who Lady Gaga is. She's the one who does all of that. Yeah, I didn't know that until I got here. I didn't know Lady Gaga was a Giovanni, but apparently she is, which is really cool. Now I like her even more now. Her music, her attitude, her looks, and she's a cool clan. I hang out with her all the time. Cool lady.
She's amazing.
Oh God, yes, love her. Mwah. If she can help you find something, then we could probably arrange that a little bit better with the princes. Well, prince and princess, you know, Oni girl. Another jab at the prince. We could probably figure it out. If you can get something with her done, let us know, and then we'll get that set up. For now, you would be staying with Miko. See, aside from domain, what is there? Consent. Keep your fucking word and don't break it. Yeah, no, that's pretty it. Oh, rules of Conventus. No powers at all. The only people who can use powers is the Keeper and the Rods. That's it. Nobody else. Pray that the Rods use powers before the Keeper does. I'm more scared of her than I am scared of all the Rods here. Other than that, can't bring humans in here at all, including Retain. Yes. She just kind of points at Lucian. Yes.
No, I'm up above. The Pentacles came by. I'm hanging out above the pit, so...
Oh, okay. She just... Well, you raised your hand, so she's like, yes.
My tail... Well, I wanted to get your attention, Clarabelle.
What'd I do?
I tap Hinata on the shoulder, so she, like, looks up at me.
Yes.
And I just wiggle a wing, and I'm like, where does... I guess this is technically an above game and in character question. Where do... Because flight's considered a discipline, but you don't use anything to use it?
So
I'm gonna ask, like, where does using my wings if I'm in Conventus?
So we ask that you don't fly in Conventus. Only for the simple fact, because the Rods are here all the time and there's no telling where they are, you could accidentally hit them.
Again, smack them in the...
And we don't want to do that. On top of that, because of the fish, like, while you can't hear outside the pit, you can physically reach in it. The wingspan might cause and disturb the fish, and I really don't want to piss off Mr. Venture McManus. He can kiss my ass. I'm still calling him a Venture. If it looks like a duck and talks like a duck and walks like a duck, it's a duck.
I've got okay. It's so understandable, respectable. I nod my head and say thank you.
But I do know to certain degrees, because it is so much harder for gargoyles to get around. If you do have the ability to mend with your earth to leave, you can in fact use that to leave in and out of Elysium, to keep the masquerade intact. Just as... What's up?
Should I talk to somebody about that just so it's known?
It would be to the Keeper of Elysium, Miss Layla. You can't miss her. Beautiful, really tall, long blonde hair, fucking pink, blue, and white suit, massive fucking feather boa. You can't miss her. She's on the second floor. Like, there's no way. Like, you would have to be
massive.
blind. You would have to be blind, and then even then, you would still see her. Great lady to talk to. Same for you, Miss Kayla. If you want to come here, because Elysium does offer food to everybody, regardless of their feeding habits, she is someone you would need to talk to, especially if more of you come, just so that we have that prepared. It is considered a safe place to eat here. Nobody's going to judge you on your habits, and such thing. Oh, speaking of which, neutrality, complete neutrality. You can't bitch at the Sabbat, you can't bitch at the Camarilla, you can't bitch at the Iron, you can't bitch someone, or their clan or anything, and if you do, do it behind closed doors, and I don't want to hear about it. What?
I'm having to rein Casimir in because I want to be like, dang, it sounds like you're doing a lot of bitching right now. But yeah. I don't say it. I'm not saying it. Because I'm a respectable gargoyle.
So that's it. That's really all the rules you really need to know. Just Yeah. And don't think because you're not like instantly killed that the rods didn't see you break a rule. We always know when you break a rule. Sometimes we just let you build them up and up and up. So when it's finally time, they can just eat you, right, Miko?
No, I have no idea of what you speak.
Be like, good to know that 1, 2, 3, 4 breaks doesn't count for an eat.
I have done absolutely nothing I haven't paid for.
Hinata puts her hands up. She goes, I give Miko a lot of shit, but he's a good guy. He tries his best. Sometimes he just goes nuclear when he really shouldn't.
I mean,
You're in
it
good
doesn't
hands.
help if people set you on fire with white phosphorus in a small room. It's a pretty extreme situation.
White
It is.
phosphorus. Who did that?
Yes. Naughty hunter people trapped in sewer. I literally took the hit so others could live. But to be fair, I still broke rules. Is a choice I made, and I paid the price. But it did save other people. But still, it would have been nice for it to have not been an issue. But it was.
She leans at Kayla. To be fair, that wasn't why he got in trouble. It was because he decided to shapeshift into a fucking cat and spider climb the side of a building.
Listen, I was not in control of my
public?
faculties.
In public! You know how
I
many
wasn't.
fucking minds we had to wipe?
Listen, when somebody sets you on fire with white phosphorus, let's see how your frenzy goes.
Lucian's just immediately hangs upside down from there, just face to face with Miko, like, you're supposed to be the mature one here?
I am clearly the mature one. If we measure maturity as experience of, I can definitely tell what to do right because I have tried all the ways wrong.
God, what's it called? Yeah.
Logic.
What I'm trial by error or whatever.
Yes, I have
Very
made lots of
interesting.
error, therefore I am on trial. Anyway, we have the wise Kayla, who is clearly a learned woman who is capable of inferring the right action to do in a heat of moment. So will no doubt help guide us on our journey.
Yes, the journey. Yes. Speaking of
Yes.
said journey, when will we be meeting the prince?
So tonight you're not going to be able to, unfortunately, only because there was another second Inquisition attack. So they're kind of busy dealing with that. However, if you would like, I am free for the rest of the night, and I have no problem sitting with you guys. I am Hinata. I am the Knave of Swords. It is nice to meet you. Knave of Swords. I'm one of the Iron Clan itself. I serve Iron, obviously. Fuck the Camarilla. Anywho,
Angle with it?
so she
I
says
share in the
it's-
sentiment.
Oh, great! I knew I liked you, and I knew it from the moment I seen you. I love her. Listen,
Well, they
if
weren't
anybody
really too
gives you
kind
shit,
to us.
well, of course not. They're fucking pricks. If you don't look like their ducky walk lines, they want to fucking kick you in the dick. Fuck them. Anywho, so since I'm a long, like-kinded, well, Kindred here, no, I can clock out for the night, mainly because nobody's coming after you guys, and I refuse to help Mr. McManus pack anything. If he wants to leave, he can leave on his own. What? Fuck them. Anywho, no, seriously. I can stay. Would you guys like a guide to Miko's boat again? Because I doubt now that Casimir's gone, you can use the ambulance. And I'm not trusting Miko driving anymore, so...
I brought Katya. She can drive perfectly fine.
Oh, okay. Is she coked up?
What's the weather like outside? I haven't looked.
Oh, the weather like? It's just a clear sky tonight.
Katia is not having of the cocaine. She may be having the what's it called? The thing that makes people go zoom.
Adderall.
That probably is.
Can you
I gave her
stop
a
with it?
monster with some Adderall.
Quit drugging your ghouls.
She's having trouble sleeping, and she refuses to be sensible and rest.
Oh my god. Anywho, I'm very sorry this is your coterie, Kayla. But I'm not that sorry, considering I have to work with the man that I'd rather stab. So, good luck.
I just kind of wave my tail in front of her face, like, I'm not that bad.
Just
Like a cat
tail
playing
in
with a
your
cat
face.
toy.
Just fucking gargoyles. And she kind of steps out of the way, just...
Ooh, you know what I'm gonna do? I just want to give Hinata a little present, so I just break off one of the little crystals and give it to her.
No thanks, bud.
Like above game, the way that read to me from Hinata's perspective is like a goblin clipping its toenails and then handing you some. I was just
No,
like,
it's just her. She goes, I appreciate the sentiment. But I have my own gargoyle who keeps giving me shiny rocks, and I no longer have room for them. So I appreciate it. But you know what? I'll tell you what. Why don't you keep it as a gift from me? That way I'm always with you.
I'm just gonna eat it.
Oh, great.
So I do that. I just no, I don't say it out loud. I just nod my head and just fucking pop it in my mouth.
Anywho, slowly turns
Kayla
back.
already got her own pile of rocks.
Well,
I gave her
just,
like 4 or 5 of them.
listen, shall I just take them downstairs to like the Elysium level so that Kayla can meet Madrio the Monstero?
Yeah, you know what? You probably should. Yeah. Gargoyle boy, you going down or you staying here?
Just kind of look over. There are so many things that I want to do. What do we have? So we're safe. I recall that we needed to be presented or we would get eaten.
No. So that's what I am. So as a sword, I met you guys. I know you're here. It is now my job to pass that information to the princess. So you guys are fine. You're safe. And she's looking at both Lucian and Kayla and goes, yes, it's my job. If I don't, my blood boils. It's really sucky. My duty is my duty. So you guys are safe. I know you're here. I know there's a gargoyle. I know we have our flesh eater. I know you want a graveyard or hospital upstate by your cousins. And I know that you're having a midlife crisis because, probably have never been free in your life. And Miko is just Miko.
James, calm down. They were talking about me. James is like, midlife crisis? They're talking about me.
Mm-hmm. I mean, there's 2 midlife crises.
Oh, shit.
But I know you guys...
Yeah, most importantly,
okay.
I need to talk to this Miss, Pretty Layla, I believe. Miss Layla Keeper.
Yes, so Miss Layla is downstairs as well as probably Lady Gaga? She probably is. I know she runs the entertainment stuff, so it's just figuring out whether or not, if she is not busy. But I got you, so come this way. And she takes you guys a different direction than you came in. You guys are led...
Because we came straight...
Yeah, you guys came from the service elevator. She's now leading you towards a golden elevator that when you open up, you're met by Bob. He is a tall, I believe a darker skinned man. Very tactical / for a lack of better terms, he absolutely looks like something from Assassin's Creed. I'm sorry, I'm not sorry. But that's exactly what he looks like. Hat, the trench coat, all the little buckles and buttons on it, and he has this massive sword on his back that is sheathed. And just he nods and goes, "Hey Bob, I'm not here with Casimir this time. Calm down." And she gets in, she brings the three of you in. She goes, "Long story short, so as you guys are going down, Bob is the only one who's touching anything on the elevator." She turns around, she goes, "So long story short, the last sheriff got scared because the Prince's Gold Mage, I believe, scared him until he made his pants spread, and then he walked through Elysium and New York with red pants for a night." So it was really funny. So there was quite literally shitty blood on the elevator floor. And he never came back to clean it up, and poor Bob had to. So now I'm not allowed to go into the elevator if I'm with Casimir, because somebody started a rumor that I'm dating Casimir. To be fair, I've tried. Dude is as dense as she stopped for a second.
They are. Nope, they are. Fucking another text message above.
Back, Casimir. Back, Casimir. Lucian is busy.
So yeah, she stops and she goes, like, she was gonna say it's dense as a bag of rocks, but then she kind of like looks at the gargoyle and goes, "Maybe that's insensitive." He's as bright as a colored of a box of only black colored crayons.
But so not the sharpest crayon in the box, I believe is
No,
a phrase I like to use.
Yes, but I'm going based on the fact of she does not understand Western sayings, and she understands Japanese a lot better. So you're as bright as a colored, as a box of crayons and only has one shade of color.
The important thing, Kayla, this is Bob. Bob is very nice elevator man. He will stabby people if they try and do the wrong thing. He will not let you go to a floor you're not allowed on, so it makes it safe to go uppy downies. He's very nice. Don't annoy him. He's very friendly, even when he doesn't say anything. He's quite a nice companionable silence.
Yeah, he's nice. I like him.
Hello, Bob. Chill now.
Lucian has lots of respect for people in service positions, as he is a guard. So before he even got on the elevator, he bowed to Bob and thanked him for helping them.
Bob is not.
She's not looking for a response back. She's just gonna be polite, say hello, and just
Bob gives a hello and then opens the thermos that when he pops the top off, you can see the fucking steam come out, and he just starts downing the coffee, and he goes, "It's gonna be a long night." Anywho, eventually,
at least
music...
that Mr. Shitty Pants isn't here. That sounds like a mess. I hate having to clean up.
Thank all the gods. Lilith, Cain, Set, God, whoever, Abraham, whoever else we got.
Jesus, Lilith Christ.
Eventually club music is going to hit your ears. And as tonight it was Limp Bizkit playing, Limp Bizkit is still going on out there. And
come on.
The elevator opens and you realize now you have hit. I'm so done with you. I can't keep a straight face.
Like a starfish.
On the hot dog flavored water.
Back up. Sorry.
What you gonna do now?
Shut up.
Keep on rolling. Keep rolling.
I think Seraph is finally opening up because
we're doing too good.
Seraph is finally opening up. They're joining in on the jokes. Love it. By the end of the session, damn it. That's all they're gonna be doing. So you open up.
All I see are Kayla and Miko. I don't know who the hell this Surf is. Is it Surf or Sarah? I thought it was Surf.
Seraph, whatever.
Okay. Sarah?
Kurt. I didn't say Sarah! Suck a toe. Never mind. You might like that.
I'm just a gargoyle. Anywho. I like rocks.
I'm just a teenage gargoyle,
rock boy, baby.
Listen. We need to take a look around and stop breaking stuff and just have a bit of faith, okay?
Okay.
I'm just a teenage
Not that I just literally was going by Limp Bizkit songs there, but you know.
Come on. Anyways, okay.
So you guys come out. The second floor It is quite big. And by big, I mean, I believe it was 50 feet from the elevator to the railing, which you have clearly already see this Miss Layla that everybody was talking about. Tall lady, 6 feet tall, I believe. Probably taller if she's wearing her stilettos tonight, which she probably is, let's be real. Skin tight pink tights. I don't know what the top of her top is called. It's something. It's pink.
I always thought she had like it was
like
like a one piece, like a body.
no,
suit.
it's tights. It's tights under, and then it's that special top.
Oh, a
I forgot what
leotard.
it's called. Thank you. Thank you. I couldn't think of the word. Like I can see her image in my head. I can
No,
see...
as soon as you said tights underneath, I was like, oh yeah, it's called a leotard.
Leotard. Thank you. This
Sometimes they are just called bodysuits still nowadays, but I think leotards are more spandexy. Anyways, sorry, I used to do wrestling.
No, you're good. I believe, yeah, it was leotard. Now I'm second guessing how the fuck Layla looks, and I know Layla. No, I was
it's
right.
Very simple. Very simple.
Anywho,
And beautiful.
this lady is screaming everything about trans pride in the way that she is dressing, and the way that she is walking, and the way that she is. What? That is how she was described to me as a player.
No, at first I thought you were about to be like, she is screaming.
No, she is a walking trans flag.
I
Quite
thought the same
literally.
thing. I was like, who's
Yeah,
in
I'm
trouble?
like, why is Layla screaming?
No, she's not screaming. She is sitting and she is speaking to what are clearly other new Kindred that you guys have seen come off of the plane with the two of you. So it seems like you guys were not the first ones to her. But they walk off as you come in. So you guys are free to approach. And just with the straightest face ever, Hinata like leans in. She goes, if you don't like French people, don't say shit. I'm telling you this now. The last guy who made fun of her for a French accent swallowed his fangs.
Oui, oui. Je m'appelle omelette tout fromage.
Lucian, I wouldn't make fun of European accents when you're stood near the man with a European accent who will happily break your ass.
Technically, I have one. I was in an Italian chantry, so I also.
It's a Lucian.
I don't.
It's a Lucian.
So we have the Italian, the Czechoslovakian, and what do we got for Kayla? Hold on, now we got to figure out all these accents. What's Kayla over here? Come on.
Kayla is African American, but her parents are from the Caribbean and Sudan. So
great.
she's been all over the world.
So what is your predominant accent? Because this is gonna be great.
She speaks English, and she doesn't let anybody know that she knows how to speak other languages. She just listens.
So she keeps a neutralish accent. Okay, so we're just gonna keep her. We're gonna keep her that way. Okay, so yeah. Unfortunately, right now, currently, you're walking with people who have 3 very strong accents: very strong Italian, very strong Czechoslovakian, and very strong Japanese. So this is great. Neutral accents unite, yes. So,
hey, I'm walking here. What a great place for this Italian to be in New York, baby.
What is the consensus amongst everyone with the conversations that we're passing by? Because we can hear them now, right? I assume.
So here on the
second
floor,
there's a fucking 5 foot tall gargoyle fucking garging his way to the railing.
And my mask is off. So
no, you're good. On the second floor, you realize there are Kindred, predominantly Kindred, among a few kind who are very clearly blood dolls. There are quite a few of them who give the eye to Miko, like, "Hey, are you coming to eat?" Like they're so used to Miko coming. They're so used to Miko coming up here to get a bite, and it is very clear they are kind who are addicted to that. It is a safe environment, so the rumors heard are quite true. However, as you go to approach the railing in which Layla is at, she holds her hand up as if to tell the two of you to stop.
Hammer time?
I can't go through a serious session with you.
It's only session 1. Let me be fucking stupid for one session, and then I cried earlier. Let me get a little giggle in.
It's about 5 minutes later. Layla approaches you guys. It is actually quite a good thing. Hinata will tell you, because the railing that she's at looks over the rest of the club, the rest of Elysium itself. So there would be a fuck ton of humans that would have seen you.
Oh my god, there's a fucking statue walking around.
Ironically, not uncommon for the Club Elysium. People come really weird here. But she takes you guys into one of these booths. Very clearly, very quickly, these booths are meant to be fed in. You can tell by the smell alone, even for those who don't have heightened sense. There's just a certain smell that, bang bang choo-choo train has. And it happens quite often up here. But she takes you guys in there to sit, only because it is very private, especially for a gargoyle and flesh eater. Eventually I'm going to get the word. Sorry. It's a new one for me. It really is. Well, you're muted, so that did not help at all. Anywho, so she takes you guys
I didn't
in.
want to interrupt you talking.
She takes you guys in there. You're allowed to do your introduction. If you have anything you need to talk about, now would be the time. If you have anything you'd like to talk to the keeper about, I'm not going to make you guys do the introduction for the 4th time this session.
I mean, I think I'd introduce myself.
Mm-hmm.
If pending, I'm reading the room to see if it's okay to, when I can introduce and how to introduce. I think, and just to kind of cut ahead, it would be just the soft introduction of Kayla, Bernard, pleasure to meet you, being very polite, very courteous, but also still paying attention to everything that's going around us and seeing how people treat this particular person.
So to Layla
respect,
particularly,
scared, all of that.
To Layla particularly, it is definitely a respect/fear aura that comes from her. There are some people who are looking at her like puppy dogs. For a better expression, there's someone who definitely admires her, or someone who will follow her around. But among the kindred up here, it's either A, she's extremely feared and they're avoiding her, not in a bad way, more of a, hey, this is a person of really high power, we don't want to bug her, so we're going to stay clear of her, and the others are just respect. I mean, you see how big this club is, and she's the only keeper sitting there, and so far as you've been here, there's been no rule breaks, no screaming, no hollering, no nothing. It's like her presence alone keeps this place 100% in check. You were gonna say something.
Is it my turn now? Sorry,
yes.
I need to actually talk to Layla because I have multiple questions for her. So I just go up to her, extend a hand, very much man of pomp and circumstance, serving the Tremere and all their rules and regulations. I offer my hand to shake and just greet her. So
Layla does not shake hands.
Not fucking who does? Why Miko setting me up for failure? Shaking my hand, but nobody likes to shake hands around here.
No. She's not. She's not like rude about it. It's just very clearly that she doesn't want to touch anybody. But you notice that she's almost constantly touching the boas that she has, like light feather touches. You realize she doesn't even touch the railing. So it's nothing against being a gargoyle.
Well, you know what? Unfortunately, he doesn't know that. So Lucian is not offended, just disappointed, because as far as he knows, oh, it's another one. I'm a gargoyle. Of course they don't want to have any physical contact with me. And I just move past it. I don't say any of that. That's just that's just what he's feeling.
It's so weird because it's almost like she knows exactly what you're thinking or feeling, and she gives you that look of, it's not you. I just
fucking aspects.
Yeah, she looks at you, she goes, "It's not you, dear. I just don't touch anybody for the simple fact there's a plague going around, and I don't know who has it."
And this fucking gangrel touched me.
No, so like she's not being rude, and it's like she very clearly, very quickly picks up how you're feeling, and she wants to correct it. She wants to make sure that you know that it's okay.
But also, I'm
But she
looking
goes,
up at her because I think I'm like 5 feet tall, and she's like
yeah,
6
I
foot?
don't know what she's 6 feet naturally without her stilettos, and I don't know if she's wearing the 3-inch, the 6-inch, or the 12-inch tonight. But given that it's Layla, she's probably got the fucking 12 inches on.
It's not the only fucking 12-inch.
Bum, 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 bum.
I can't keep up with any of you guys. God damn it. Now there's 3 of you. Now there's 3 of you.
And then we got Limp Bizkit in the background. Come on, come on. Okay, so the tension's broken a little bit. You know, Lucian goes from being disappointed, self-absorbed a little bit. You know, like, oh great, another one of these people, to kind of laughing because fucking
Good.
Limp Bizkit.
So now that we're all
come on in the background.
Now that we're all in a good mood.
So Miss Keeper, my name is Lucian. So I have a couple questions that will be based entirely around how familiar you are with us, the gargoyles.
She kinda,
Have
like,
you had
looks
much?
at her wrist, and then she looks up. She goes, "I can give you 5 minutes, so let's make it quick. But yes, I'm very well versed in gargoyles."
I just want to make sure I can come and go without breaking any rules, since I
yes,
can't
by all
exactly go
means.
through the front door
Nope.
or go through the roof.
So what you're going to do is, on the west side, there is what is clearly a sewer exit that goes off into one of the side alleys. You're going to use that along with the other gargoyles, the rats, and other such things. If it is too small for you to crawl in because of the wings, you are allowed temporarily to use your powers to go straight to Conventus and straight back. Those are the only places you can use it. Once you're inside a Conventus, you are expected to walk around in your actual form. If anybody asks, you're cosplaying, you're dressing up, you're one of the monster acts for the night, whatever, so on and so forth. But yes, you can use it only to enter and exit, nothing more.
I've met Miss Clarabelle. She's already helped me a little bit with
I'm sorry.
some of that. Yes. Don't worry, you had to meet me, so you guys are even.
You're good. No, Little Mouse is a good girl. I'm glad that she was able to help you prepare for that. And you, and she turns around and looks at Kayla, I'm assuming you're the special feeder we have, right?
That would be correct.
Okay. I assume the swords, since, and she kind of looks back, like, over her shoulder. She clearly is not seeing past this feather boa, but she is clearly looking at somebody. I'm assuming Miss Hinata has already informed you of the arrangements that has been made by our prince on how you're going to eat.
Yes.
Okay. We will bring some here too. We'll keep it on standby. Should you need food, since yours is an extremely special circumstance, you can come and eat as you need. I wouldn't abuse it too much though, because if it seems like it, you're going to have to start using the coins to buy food like everybody else.
Understand.
Okay. I'm assuming you're going to want to speak to Gaga while you're here.
Yes, I will be speaking with my cousin.
Okay, we will get her in. Cousin, got it. We will see if your cousin is free from her entertainment very quickly, as opposed to everyone else here. It looks like they're picking up on the, hey, call it cousin, not anything else. So she swaps very quickly. Yes, I realized that the first time you said it, but none of the characters are smart enough. So she will, she just tells you that she'll get you guys a pit specifically that you two can sit and speak in for a moment, especially since it's going to be needed. She looks back at Lucian dear and goes, "And anything else you need, sweetie?" Okay, Miko, do you need anything?
Yeah, nothing new. I will look after my lovely new friends and house them in the ship. It will be all good. Actually, the only thing maybe if could get a van rather than drive Casimir's weird ass ambulance all the way home, and then still have it lurking around the docks, looking a bit weird and out of place.
So you want to ride? You want me to call one of the limos to take you home?
If that would be acceptable.
I could do that. So let's get your friend meeting her cousin real quick. And then you can take Casimir, or you can take Lucy. I'm still used to Casimir. I'm sorry. I've known him for a year at this point. Casimir's been
I have
here for a
actually
year.
one question for Miss Keeper.
Yes, sweetie.
That castle, would I be correct in assuming that is the local
Tremere, yes. That's the Tremere Chantry.
Well, I'm trying to fucking not say them since we're doing cousins and all that shit, but yes, the Tremere.
Well, that's just her.
Oh,
Tremere.
that's actually my cousin. That's
Oh, it
why-
actually is your cousin.
That's my actual cousin, which is why I use that term.
I thought we were trying to be all sly.
No. Well, certain clans are also call themselves family within, like, our world, if you will. We'll catch you up on things as well. I will be catching up too, so don't feel like you're the only one not in the know.
Thank you.
Yes, that's
Layla,
Tremere
apologies.
That is all. I
you're
simply
good.
no, Miss.
And she kind of puts her hands on her chest, kind of like a "oh my gosh" type action. She goes, "No, it's a coterie that can actually communicate and talk with each other. I'm impressed. Usually I have to do all the work. You guys are doing it for me. I'm not upset."
Miss Clarabelle pointed me to them already. Lady Astray, the regent. Is she about by chance?
She is currently not available to the public. I
Thank
can,
goodness.
however,
Respectfully, they scare me still.
When you're talking about the Tremere, just so you know, she doesn't. That's like the only point that she doesn't smile. She's not like looking upset or anything. She just, as soon as you say Tremere, she's like dead face.
just
Same.
the Tremere here in New York are different. Yes, they're still their scary counterparts, but they're actually one of the Iron Clans and Iron New York's in general biggest allies and supporters.
I wouldn't have come here if Miss Clarabelle had said, "Yeah, there's Tremere here and they hate Gargoyle."
Oh no, the Gargoyles here are free people. They are their own entire clan.
That's why I'm here.
Would you like me to tell them that you're here?
I think they already know. There was something coming along with us when we were driving here.
Good. That means that you will be reached out to. That is perfect. But yeah, no, Miko, we can get you a limo. Let me get Miss Kayla to meet her cousin real quick. Got to pull them into a pit together, and we're good to go. Miko, you've seen your doctor, right?
Yes.
Okay. You need to do another checkup again, okay?
Go hit
I'm
that
sure
double D. The Dark Doctor?
Yeah. Okay, that just did not compute there for a hot
Yeah, no,
second.
I like how all of us stopped and kind of looked towards fucking Tenno like, huh? Can you explain that one?
Huh?
Who's Tenno? That was Lucian. That was
clearly.
him trying to
Anyway.
be personable.
Yeah, so yes, I will see doctor. He makes regular house calls, etc. Well, ship calls. It'll be all good. Many samples, lots of experimental 3T things too.
Yes, that actually comes. Oh, Miss Kayla, have you been tested to see if you are plagued since being here in New York, at least?
not. I've only had contact with one kindred, which is Miko.
Okay. So in case Miko hasn't told you, he is infected. So don't let him bite you or his blood or anything else. That is the only way we know so far that it is transmitted. It's not through physical contact. If that was the case, I would have been infected quite often. It is specifically the bites, the venoms, and the bloods. So be very careful, especially if hunters hit or something like that. You don't want to be caught in like a blood splatter zone. But it's nothing bad for right now. It's fucking with our hunger. That is all we know. But it's just, we don't need more accidental killings than we already have now, because people can't tell when they're hungry. And he is being treated. He's being very responsible. I'm actually quite proud of him, because you wouldn't expect that of somebody who has a bad reputation. Miko's a good guy. You honestly couldn't have picked a better person to coterie with. So Miko, go ahead and go downstairs. Take your gargoyle with you. Take him out the exit. Show him how to get in and out. See if he can fit, or if he has to use powers. And then we'll prep that. Miss Bernard, come this way. We're going to go take you to see your cousin.
I actually have a question, because I couldn't find it anywhere. This is above game.
Okay.
It said for every dot in flight, your wings get bigger, but it didn't really like give a X dot equals X footage of wing per se.
No.
Just
that varies.
bigger.
Yeah, it varies based on how big you yourself are. It's just pretty much getting, because the more flight you have, the fucking bigger your person's going to be to fly.
That's just why I was curious, because I have 3 dots, so I wanted to make sure I'm not walking around with like a 14-foot wingspan or anything.
No, because Katori is a 30-foot tall and his wingspan's only 45 feet.
Your wings are for
Okay,
the
so
Met
we'll
Gala.
Oh,
They're
I
just
love
draped
that.
downstairs.
I've never thought of that as an idea for gargoyles. That's genius.
That is amazing.
The
I
Met
love
Gala,
that.
I can't imagine how I've not put that together before.
That is so
actually really
pretty.
good. Especially given recent Met Galas.
Right.
Like,
Well, you got all those pretty gems.
yeah.
Cool. Okay, I was just curious in further getting in the mindset of Lucian, just what that would look like.
No, so I would say maybe a extra foot per dot that you have than you are taller. So 8-foot wingspan.
Okay.
So
Perfect.
just enough that you can fly without being seen as a risk. So your wings are just 3 foot bigger.
Because I need to find the picture, because in my mind it's kind of like I know we've talked about it before. The Gargoyle, the animated series, they actually wrap their wings around them like a cloak.
It's a cloak.
It's a very it's very convincing looking. But if I had huge ass wings, I wanted to make sure that
your wings are maybe 3 feet longer than your body, but that's easy. You could just let it drape, and it's your little special flowy cape.
That's exactly what it is. He's just got a very interesting looking adorned cloak.
During downtime roleplay between these 2 sessions, we'll flesh it out a little bit better for you, so it's more standard for you. But you guys are going down back past Lewis and his elf girl. 'Cause I can't remember her name. I know it starts with an A. But that's about all.
Anima.
Thank you. I knew you would know, freak.
That's because Casimir and her banged. You'll be hearing that a lot, by the way, sir. Oh yeah, and Casimir fucking scary.
I believe it.
No,
I mean, yeah, once you meet Anton, you'll understand.
Anywho, Layla pulls you out, Kayla. Oh god, that's gonna get to me. Layla pulls Kayla out.
Kayla.
Pulls you into a separate pit. 10-15 minutes later, Miss Gaga comes in.
I would get up and I would say, "Hello, cousin," and just like the
Mwah, mwah. Yes. Mwah, mwah. She tells you pretty simple. She's already informed of why you're here and what it is that your sire has sent for you to do. And that she's already making preparations into putting you in said position. She has already started with the lower end of the family to go ahead and start trying to break you in. Because of that, you'll come free with 2 new retainers within the city who's going to help you throughout the day. It's going to be taking care of your house to keep it looking busy 24/7. They're just unnamed retainers. But she said that they should be keeping a track of your feeding habits to clean it up. They'll be making sure that nothing looks too suspicious. Pretty much wherever you go, they're going to be living with you. It has been clear Hinata has already delivered the message to her, because she states that there is in fact a cemetery who does have a house opened up. Maybe a block and a half away, which is about as close as you're going to be able to get. But it is good because she can make preparations with the mortician there for bodies who just, there's a lot of weird things going on right now. And sometimes, one wrong bombing and a body has to be closed casket. And she's giving you that look of, you know exactly what I mean. But there are quite a few of the lower end family members around there that's already lost faith in their leader. And they're looking for someone new. So this would be your way in to start at the bottom to build your way up in taking over the family. That the only people that she would recommend you get somewhat close to, the header or the higher up in the family, is Twin and Twine, which are Starvia's children, quote unquote. There are 2 that she adopted and she loves and adores to death. But getting close to them makes it getting closer to her. So put on your best smiley face. Get close to them as soon as possible, because while their mother is teetering on the edge of a second mass scale masquerade break, they're, for lack of better terms, the one that everybody else is looking up to, because if she goes, as it stands, they would be taking over. And she states that while it is not particularly ideal, since they're under employment of Iron Clan right now, however, in the end, it would probably be best to them to ensure that it goes to you once she's down, and that she is waiting, because when it's time to take her down, she's going to be the one to do it. And that's just an old deal that she made, that if anything were to happen, that she would take down Starvia herself. So good news is you don't have to dirty your hands directly with her death, and that is something Lady G is willing to do. She tells you it shouldn't take the full 2 weeks, that she will go ahead tomorrow night, because at this point, between all the traveling and the talking and the waiting, you got about 45-50 minutes before sunrise for the 3 of you. That within the next 2 or 3 days, she will have your house ready for you. Is there anything that you particularly need, information-wise, study-wise, equipment-wise, that she is to help you?
I've made a list, so I'll give her like a list of like just lab equipment that I would need. And I would like reiterate, like, I know that this is something that the others have stated they take care of, but I trust us more to like refine these things. I would also ask her, so who was it that passed away? Was it Gaga's significant other or Stavia's significant other?
No, it was Stavia's significant other. It was...
So I would ask, what's her name?
I don't think that's what she said. I don't think she's had a name revealed. Like, I don't think she actually has a name in the book. It was just unnamed because it happened before the events of Iron New York.
Do you guys mind if I give her a name then?
By all means, good. We'll just put her in the book and that'll be her name. You can pick one.
There's a song that I like about, like, there's a song, it's by A Perfect Circle. Their songs can be very, very whatever, but I love their music.
Mhm.
And I love the Brenya is one of their songs.
Ooh.
So I like that name as well. And I've always liked that name. So
I would
Brenya.
fit.
Wenya.
Yeah,
I like it,
Sabia and
Wenya.
Renya.
I
Yeah.
love it. Okay. Yeah, there we go. So Winya Giovanni. Yep. And she is not at all shy about what happened. She got too big for her pants, and they tried to summon pretty much every fucking spirit within New York to bring back Augustus, and it ended terribly. It ended where they could not control him, and it took Twin and Twine making a deal with the Iron Tower, and Terrace himself having to show up and seal away Augustus. Nobody knows where Augustus went, but he got sealed away, and all we know is at that point, Twin and Twine promised the complete and utter loyalty of the Giovanni to the tower, as in putting the entire family in servitude. If it wasn't for the Prince Clarabelle going and revoking that because it was not in her terms the correct thing to do in such a distressed situation, they would you by default just showing up would automatically be made to serve the Iron Clan. So our independence does come from her, so it's a good thing. But a lot of the other kindreds still don't look up to us in such a great light, despite the fact that we've done more than enough to prove that we're good. And at this point, it is connected to the fact that she's still in power. The one who did all of this is still in power, and she has not come forward with any sort of, hey, I'm sorry. She hasn't come back out in public. And I get it. She's grieving, but 5 years. Move on.
About the grieving and the moving on. Do you know if Brenya, if her soul was destroyed?
Nobody knows. Nobody's been able to find it, and Starvia's convinced that she can find a way to bring her back from death if she could just get the bears to help her, despite the fact that the prince has clearly told her it was a rumor. The last time I checked, and I had to talk her down for it, she was going to go hit up Granite's place and kidnap all the bears.
I think that's a kind of like a moment where, like, you know how when you have that moment with your friends where you're kind of like, like that's kind of, yeah, that's yes.
You got to, like, they're both looking at each other like, like, yeah, because let's go piss off all the bears. Great.
Right.
As you can see, it's been a problem, but as nobody has any power to stand up and take the position should she be killed, there hasn't been a way for us to knock it down. And she's doing and teaching Twin and Twine just enough that they're not qualified should she be taken out already. I don't qualify because I hold a position within the tower itself. If you hold a position in the tower, you can't take the lead of a clan. So, and right now I am the only connection between the powers and the Giovanni.
Well, cousin, I do have a gift for you.
You do.
And I pull out a phone. It's a cell phone.
Oh.
It's an old, like, broke Nokia phone. And it's wrapped around with twine, like black twine.
Okay.
And it's just dead, but it smells like lavender
Mhm.
and something else, maybe something metallic.
Mhm.
There's a little bell inside as I move it around, and she would know what this is.
Okay.
And I give this to her and I'd say, in case you're ever looking for some entertainment,
Okay.
there's an agreeable one connected to this. I thought it would be a nice gift for you.
That actually does well, because sometimes speaking to some of these people within Elysium is not the brightest. She takes the gift. She's actually quite happy. She kind of looks at you. She goes, as a heads up, we and by extent you, are employed to the Iron Tower in terms of spirit activity throughout the city. So one of the things you will find unique here as opposed to others, I don't know if Miss Clarabelle has told you, is we are the silent eyes and ears of the city. We use the spirits to find things that other wouldn't know. If you should find a spirit in our employment who reports something to you, it would be best advised to report it back to me as quick as possible so that we can fix it. If it pertains if it pertains to any of the family, it would be best to report instantly and to keep it away from the rods and the swords, and we will handle our own affairs. Good. Most
I think she would say,
very unagreeable with that.
cousin, I want to let you know that I understand what you're asking. I was also told that it's possible that they're everywhere. So, in accordance with understanding the laws of this land and understanding our family, I will just say as a reply to that, here is my phone. Please add in a contact. So that's not her agreeing or disagreeing. That's just her because she doesn't she doesn't know who's listening.
Yeah, no, she gets it. She gets it. She quickly types in a number and she leans to you and she goes, inside of Elysium, these booths and the pits are the only safe place to talk freely. Don't talk freely anywhere else. Ever.
She kind of has a big sigh. She's like, thanks. Thank the demons. I am so famished. They don't have anything here. Fingers, palms, nothing.
She nods and she goes, I could get you something. Don't worry about it. And she leaves and she comes back very quickly. Clearly, she has a bag. It's a goodie bag for maybe McDonald's or something. And when you open it up, you realize it's a hand, a few fingers, some more, and she hands it to you. She goes, as a heads up, rest and recovery constantly. Because of the Zemitzi, there are constantly with body parts. Safe place to go up. Anton will feed you.
That's so lovely. And she puts on she gets a neckerchief on, and she has silverware. She's just like, oh my god.
She gotta get fancy with it.
Yeah.
No, she doesn't even judge you. She stands close to the curtain to make sure no one else can come in. She lets you eat so that you can get some food. And she goes, no. So Anton, as crude as he can be, is one of the, if not the only, besides the third of Rods, who is not here right now, that I trust within this entire tower. Only because they're connected to the prince, and the prince has been the only person here that I have found somewhat capable. And no, guys, I'm not gassing up my own character. That is from James's own mouth, that G only trusts Claire, because Claire's the only person that's given the Hecata, or the Giovanni, or anyone else the time of day, and has treated them even. No one else has treated them even, and there's Claire, so, what's good? So, third of Rods, Anton, and Claire, the only people. That, to be fair, she doesn't even trust Layla, the keeper. That says a lot. Get the damn pencil out your beard, you dumbass. Get it out the mustache, too. No. So that is the only three people within the tower. And unfortunately, despite the fact that Terrace is the most well-known, nobody trusts him. And that could be probably tied into the fact that during a really bad time in the Hecata's life, Terrace decided to use that moment of weakness and vulnerability to pretty much enslave them all. So it's a don't trust him, but you can trust his wife and her two people. But now you have an additional way that you can eat. It seems like people are being quite thorough with you about it. So your sire, you can report back to him that she, the I was just saying what her fucking title was. God damn. The prince has kept to her end of the deal and ensured that you could eat without there being any problems. So you do have it. After game, if you want, I can give you a list of all those places again, just to make sure you have them. But once you are done eating, she seems to collect everything. She makes sure that there's nothing left on you, proper and presentable. And then she takes these bags and she gets rid of them for you. So it's like she went in and went out with the item.
So I just want to say, like, while we were talking, I think I would be listening to all of the stuff that I need to listen to, but then eventually our conversation would shift to, like, how was Rome the last time I was there, blah, blah, blah. And, like, we just had, like, a,
Oh, yeah,
bougie
definitely
conversation.
Definitely a casual.
eating
Yes, eating. Like, she would
fingers
not mind that at all.
Finger food. Yeah.
Literally finger
food. I love that.
I was sitting there going, this is a pun in and of itself.
Yep.
But it's about 30 minutes now till sunrise. She tells you that there's a limo downstairs with Nico and Lucian. That you need to get on. Give her a day or two. She'll get you a proper house to sleep in, and you'll be fine. She'll send the retainers through the day, so go ahead and let Miko know that there are 2 new retainers coming to his ship. Very clearly, you will know that they're Hikata. They will have all their tattletale signs. God damn it, now I'm using Hikata instead of Giovanni. Fuck my life. Close enough. You know what? Modern Night, it's fine. It works. Just don't call them Hikata to their face. But no, so you guys get down quickly, you're ushered into a limo, and you're ushered to Miko's ship. Miko, I will let you describe your pretty little ship in the bay, because this quite literally sits as a tourist attraction in the harbor.
Well, when they say little, what they really mean is gigantic, because it has 3 large main masts and is at least 3 deck levels of height before you reach the main railing, and then the sort of poop deck kind of area as well. But it is literally a classic sailing battleship of Spanish design. Easily one of the oldest still sailing ships. It's been obviously maintained and modernized in certain places, so there's like modern anchor ropes and chains and windlasses, etc. There's LED lighting instead of sconces and such, but it's very clearly a actually old ship that has been made functional. And you'll especially notice there is not a single glass porthole on like any of the levels below the top 1, basically. So it's very clearly designed to be light, tight, etc. And is pulled up to dock. There's a gangplank, and there's a very active and busy crew working away in a sort of whitish sailor's uniform, mixed gender crew, men, women, bustling around. And currently, given it's just before sunset, they'll be packing away loungers and shades and parasol kind of arrangements that would normally be up at night, and packing those away for the day ahead.
What's the surrounding area?
A dock, basically. So large concrete kind of dock that sticks out into the water. And like it's in Manhattan-ish kind of area, so there are buildings and some office buildings that'll look over it, that kind of vibe.
It is closed off via a gate because it is supposed to be a tourist attraction during the day, and that has been what his ghoul, he thought was a ghoul at the time, turns out it was his part thin blood baby, that set it up. So throughout the day, while you guys are deep in your day sleep, there are kind who come and go. So it is unless you've paid to get in, you're not getting in, type thing. And there are guards that stand at it at night to keep up the appearance that it is a heavy tourist attracted.
It's very
Ship.
VIP, very VIP.
Very VIP.
Not lots of not little school children-y things. No.
So you guys pull in, the limo drops you off at the edge of the dock, and then it pulls back out of said gate, and Miko can take you guys in. So I will give you guys 7 minutes to go through your routine to prep for day sleep, Miko putting you guys in rooms, so on and so forth. So go ahead.
So, Kayla, this is the second master bedroom. It has ensuite, wet room, and a wardrobe room. And I've had the crew put together things that you might need for night to night, like sensible clothing and some nice clothing and bags of various kinds. If you leave your shoe size, they will get you a selection of shoes. Note down your brands. And if you need the services of an accountant, my man will also take care of things. That, if you wish, it's fine. And in the top drawer of the nightstand, you will find walking around money. Only about $10,000 is fine. It just gets things moving. Easier to get Uber with cash sometimes. You never know. But yes, feel free, have fun. Door locks from inside. If you wish, you can set your PIN code by pushing the button that looks like that thing there. And then doobity-doop-de-doop, and then that's you.
Thank you, Mika.
No problem. Any question? With the crew, I will let them know. Obviously, Katya will probably be the one that lets you know. But if you need anything, you just say, "Excuse me, I am a guest of Miko. Can I have something, please?" And they will probably help you out. Feeding wise, maybe. Accidents happen on ships. You never know. But they can always get you to your destination by phone limo service or Uber or whatever. And Katya, very helpful, slightly grumpy. Just if in doubt, give her a shout. Okay?
I don't think I'll be eating any of your staff, Miko.
That's good news.
Because if I did feed Miko, we're flesh eaters, the Nagaraja. That is what I am.
Uh-huh.
So I think that having a crew with all their parts is important.
Well, technically, by tradition, everybody should be missing something. I'm missing an eye. But also, to be fair, if anybody does offer you, and they might genuinely offer you, take with a pinch of salt, because some of these guys are kinky bitches. Some of them are into crazy bullshit. And I am saying that, and I am into some crazy bullshit.
Have you fed on them, Mika?
In the past, yes, they are my herd. They are my crew. That is why I'm offering.
And you're infected?
Well, I am now.
This motherfucker.
She when you say that, she's just like, "Thank you," and she turns and she starts unpacking.
Perfectly
no
reasonably, yeah.
You.
Yeah. Okay, I will catch you the later then. I must go put Lucian into a room. Have a good one.
She doesn't say anything. Just keep unpacking.
Well,
Be like, I'm gonna just head off. No need for feeding, thank you. I think I will take Kayla's lead and not feed from your lovely but infected crew.
well,
nobody
Lucian?
wants a supernatural disease.
Yeah. So Lucian, this is your room. Is the third biggest room now. You can stay in here. The bed, that's the big square thing with the soft thing. You can sleep on that. If you would like, though, the bathroom is fully tiled, and you may find more comfortable to your stoniness. I do not know your sleeping preferences.
How's your Lucian's just kind of looking around. He's like quintessentially worked his whole life as like a security, so weaknesses, spots where people could be, things like that. So he's just kind of probing Miko, like, how are your defenses? Is there anything I should look out for? Are you watching your own ship? Do you perhaps need some assistance with that? I have certain ways of knowing who and where and how many of people are in places.
Okay. There is security, etc. on the boat, but it's like people based more than anything else. So also, Lucian, I found you something really cool you might like in case you want to go out a little bit. I saw this in a show. I will show you. And he goes to the wardrobe and pulls out a massive trench coat and detective looking hat.
I love it.
And it's got a huge turn up collar, like massive turn up collar.
That's perfect. I love that. That's it. That's what I was gonna. I while you guys were all talking, I was looking at pictures from that old Gargoyle animated series, and that's how a lot of them went out and dressed. Is like the old flasher trench coats and.
So here you go.
Uh,
Hopefully it is helpful.
I'm gonna try them on. I wrap my wings up around me again. I had kind of let them shake loose and just kind of trail behind us while we were walking around. I put the coat on and it's just nice and snug and it just about covers everything, but leaves enough that it's not all perfect. Yeah,
So-
I'm gonna.
Everybody snuggles in for the day sleep. As day sleep goes to take you over, I'm going to give you a quick rundown of what you guys see before you fall asleep. And then we will end. And then if you would like to, you can pick it up in downtime roleplay. Seraph, you will have a roleplay channel you can roleplay in if you would like to. You don't have to since you're just a guest, but if you would like, you're more than welcome to. We would
Not
love to
just
see
a guest.
Not just
you. You're
the
our
guest.
Yeah, actually
God damn
the
it,
guest
you're fine.
because we've never had a guest
Exactly.
before.
So before you guys fall asleep, we'll start with Miko. Miko, my dear, you get ready to fall asleep and you have your mirror on the other side of your bed. So usually when you sit up and you look across it before bed, you see something that absolutely terrifies you. You see the three-eyed, long black hair covered in blood Salubre holding what looks like Dawn by her throat and pinning her against the mirror backwards, as if trying to shove her through the mirror. And you can see it's almost like Dawn is holding to the edges of the mirrors as if preventing herself from being pushed through. And right as you go to get up, because you love your Dawn, you go for her, day sleep hits you and you fall forward. Lucian, you are new to our city.
I have a question because
Yes.
it's a follow-up with why I was asking Miko about security and stuff. Do I have time by chance to do a little scry the Hearthstone?
Yeah,
Just to
go for it.
see
Roll.
who's I want before I don't have to roll. It's
Oh, Scry the
literally
Hearthstone,
just
that's right. Hold on.
I spend a willpower point and I know everything and everyone
okay.
that's in a building.
That's right. It's willpower point. Bear with me. So go
That's
ahead and
fine.
mark off your willpower point as gone.
Mhm.
You actually have to keep track of yours. So there's obviously the crew that Miko has informed you about. There is the few people outside that are dock workers who are clearly what's protecting them. But the only thing that hits you right before you go to sleep are two large people. You're not quite sure what they are. From where your part in Italy, you're not used to Guru, but they are large, 8 to 12 feet tall Guru with 6 limbs. In 6 upper limbs, like 6 arms, 2 legs, horned like ears, and they are stalking around in the ship. You fall asleep right
In the
as you spot them.
Oh shit, indeed.
Ah.
Fuck. Okay. It is what it is.
Kayla.
I don't even know if it does that, because it quite literally just says, it tells me
Well, fuck you. It's
I
what
guess
I
it
say
does.
it does. Fuck you. It's what I
Cool,
say it
okay.
does. Okay, storyteller. Eat my
When
dick.
and where?
Um,
Fuck ass.
later after show. Kayla. Before you go to fall asleep, you get tucked in. You're making sure everything's still light tight. You're being very thorough. Right as you go to fall asleep, you go to get onto the bed, and you are greeted by the edge of the bed. You see what is, you assume, a salubre. It is a spirit. It is not actually her, and she's sitting on the edge of the bed. And she goes, "You can see me, right? Please tell me you can see me. I've been following you since Elysium."
What's your name?
"My name is Amarantha. Can you please tell them, tell Layla Janet is in Jersey. Janet's in Jersey. You have to tell her that."
Rantha, Janet's in Jersey.
Yeah.
Tell Layla.
"Yes. She has my body.
I
I can't get back in it."
Wait.
I will. Okay. I will see what I can do to assist you.
"Okay, thank you. I'm trying to stop myself. I can't help it. It happens. But yeah. No, thank you. Oh, and the puppies. Puppies, they won't hurt you if you don't hurt them."
Look at the door as I'm in bed, and as she's saying this, because I locked it really well, and I set up like certain things around, wards, chimes, stuff like that. And I look at the amount of time that I have left.
Maybe 30 seconds before you know that it's gonna hit you, and you're gonna hit day sleep.
I'm gonna text Layla.
As fast as possible.
It's going to be the emoji of, I think there's a wolf emoji.
There is.
And I will text her that and like danger sign. And then I think as soon as I hit send, I'm knocked out.
You're in your day sleep. And with that, we're going to end session 2 of Iron New York. So it was really fun to have everybody in chat. It was really fun to have the players. Remember, players, stick around. We do aftercare to make sure everybody's okay, answer questions, plot and plan, and make sure that there's no bleed that's causing end. So thank you to everybody who came. The only big announcement I have post-stream this time is now, if you're not in the Discord, go ahead and join it, because we now have open public roleplay for everybody. We're also planning on opening a Werewolf the Apocalypse game come the end of the year. And then next year we'll be opening Mage the Ascension. All of it taking place in V20. All of it taking place in the Iron New York setting, as our lovely book writer, to everybody else, he's above me. So that's where I'm
our
gesturing.
bookie boy,
who's writing the book, has officially included all the little tropes for the mages and the werewolves and everything else. So now I'm going to start using them. So it was fun to have you guys, and bye. Say bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
bye.